Everything they hear, shit.
What up, Tommy? Do you have some strong opinions today?
Not really.
Really?
I don't think I got any controversial takes today.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. You tend to think your controversial takes aren't that controversial.
They're thoughts
Yeah.
to me.
You thought firing Tua was not controversial.
Yeah, you were.
You still should. I don't know. Why is that? Yeah, I don't know why that is controversial. Though. Like, why
You
would it
don't
be
fire an injured person.
Well, you can't by like league rules, but
Yeah.
if you could, I would all the time. That roster would be cleared out. Welcome
healthiest-
free agents and practice squad players. Yeah,
You would never use IR, just like, you're gone.
No.
oh, you're just gone.
How good a
You
player...
have no use.
Yeah, you're on.
What am I reserving you for?
Thank you.
You're on
Because you're a
PS.
good guy. You have a family. Fuck you.
You know what happens to
care.
good guys? The situation with Rashad Penny. So, like, I mean, that's
What
what
happened
happened
with
to
that guy?
running back, repeatedly injured. Just great running back, just always injured for the
So
Seahawks.
proving my point.
You're
for
not
me.
on IR. You're on PS. Pink slip. Unemployment line. You go any way you wish.
They can file, right? They on a 1099.
Are they technically
It's like one in their
contractors?
locker.
Yeah, right. Oh, they are. Are they contract? Ask TJ. This is what we go to.
Imagine being an NFL player and you
Well, I
see
mean, actually,
1099 in your
technically-
locker.
Well, I mean,
The
to be honest, any job is technically a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But in
They get
partic-
paid weekly. I don't know if that
Yeah,
has
but they're
anything
like,
to do.
but NFL contracts are like probably the weirdest nuance. It's not really, it is a salary and it is a contract. The way they have to set it up is because of the nuances of like being let go, like
Right.
can happen, and there's just so many differentiations. So you could probably say a practice squad person is more aligned with like what you did, what you pertain to a
a
typical
9
like,
to 5.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a salary, and the higher you get, the more akin to a contract you get, right?
can
That's
see
why there's
that.
guaranteed, not
It's a
guaranteed.
big deal when a guy gets moved up from the practice squad. You know.
I just imagine practice squad players clocking in like that sheepdog and coyote in those Looney Tunes shorts. Hey, Sam. Hey, Ralph.
They still make like what, 800K, 7.
At the highest,
They make
I
a
believe.
very good living.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard people say backup quarterback is like the best job in the world.
Yes,
Well, it
that's
is.
been a Blue Mountain
Yeah.
State joke though for forever. Even in college, it's like
yeah.
the job that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get paid like $4 million to do nothing.
I mean, the way
Sometimes you got to do something, but
Yeah.
no one's expecting you to do
Yeah,
anything.
that's
So
true.
it's-
we'll, we'll talk
pressure.
about the sack, not a sack rules later, but
Because
Is this pre-show or are we like?
we are
this is
pre-show.
pre-show.
Okay,
Do we
cool.
need to
'Cause-
unlock
Yeah,
this?
because I need to unlock this shit.
The
Because
tablet.
I need to see the chat.
You need to see the chat.
They're
They said,
important to
"Hey,
me.
Gertz, y'all have the number 1 pick right now."
I've been hearing that a lot. To where, yeah, you guys are the ones to beat for that number 1 pick. The Texans are doing better than you guys.
I know.
That's an insult like a son of a bitch.
I know. I'm not. I don't.
Welcome.
Now, in their defense, it's the Bills
Welcome
who
to the
they
shit
played.
heat.
That's why I wore this shirt. It's just like
What does
I'm.
it say?
That's just Pittsburgh Steelers on it.
That's
like,
that spell shit.
After the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, he's getting in the spirit of being on a shitty team.
Well, time out.
I watched Tommy Maddox.
Hand the tablet to Sammy. He knows the code. What's the code?
What's the code, man?
The
Your,
tablet.
your tablet that controls itself.
Well, he can't say it out loud.
Yeah, you can. Is it your birthday or your social security number?
It's actually just Dance Dance Revolution inputs. We just
All right, so now the focus is on us for a little bit while they
Yeah.
mess with things. Let's see if we have any questions. Mostly everyone's just making fun of Gertz. Houston, Texas won 1 game. Next stop, Super Bowl, baby. Gertz,
Yeah,
Gertz, embrace the tank.
No,
yeah.
we're not.
Get you a CJ Stroud.
I am not about tanking.
That's
Fuck
dangerous.
That.
A Pittsburgh
Fucking-
Steelers team with a CJ Stroud or a Bryce Young is scary.
I'm not about tanking, man.
Well, then that's
They
your
just
fucking
drafted
fault.
a quarterback, second, I believe.
That motherfucker doesn't count. His hands are small. Is he left-handed also?
he has to use the Amazon Prime balls, not the real balls. I don't know if y'all saw. There's a difference.
Does he use the Russell Wilson ball?
I was just about to say, have you seen those? That shit looks like a plastic rock.
Looks like someone converted like a plastic water bottle into a
Yeah.
football.
It looks like it would hurt your hand.
Time out. Russell Wilson played last week, right?
Yeah,
I
no, he did not.
deleted it from my memory.
It's debatable.
dude, he played. So we thought, what was the game on Sunday before that we were like, that's the worst game, and then Monday night we thought was the worst game, and then this was the worst game.
It's
Like this is the worst.
Raiders Broncos is going to be the worst. Then
No, it wasn't Raiders Broncos. It was like the 49ers played someone.
49ers.
Oh, no.
49ers Broncos
Broncos
game
was
was
bad.
bad.
Ricardo, stop talking to this man. Don't say those things. A TJ Watt, Will Anderson combo would be.
Oh, it was the Colts versus the Broncos. The battle of the dying quarterbacks.
That was
but that-
last
It was
Thursday.
the horse.
Yeah, that was last
that
Thursday.
ends up being
The
the,
horse
worst
fight.
game.
That's
Yeah.
the worst game I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Not
because
just
we haven't talked
football.
about that yet.
Yeah, I just mean game, like
Every game they played
video
is the
game,
worst fucking game
basketball
we've seen.
game, chess game, checkers game, hopscotch is the worst. That was the worst game of just anything. Like that was the cyberpunk of the NFL.
That was bad. No, Cyberpunk has
It works
patches.
now,
You can't
yeah.
patch that game.
I saw Russ T-posing out there. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I refuse to watch a Broncos game.
You got it so bad that the channel had to apologize.
Yeah.
They didn't have to. They chose.
They chose. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They
They fucking chose. And
is
that's
this
the home station.
Is this the football everyone's mad at?
Yes.
That's fucking weird.
Look at that thing. It looks like a tumor with fins.
That's a power up in Fusion Frenzy.
No,
Well, you got to do something with those tumors.
come to good use.
That's it.
Dude, that
Russ
looks
got a discount.
that looks like the thing, like the rockets that you would like shoot.
Yeah,
up.
the like water rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my
The fuck is that?
But
It's
I mean-
nonsense.
Like, to shit on the Broncos more, how did they score so many primetime games?
I don't know. They're
Because
on
everyone
again.
was on the hype train when this shit was made.
Yeah.
Playing Monday night next week.
Are they really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is great.
They have like 7 primetime.
Oh, that's excellent. They bought into the hype. They drink the
I
Kool-Aid.
saw Shannon Sharp's reaction to that. He was like, "What? Another primetime game? What the?"
Dude, I don't like. I've never. How to describe it? Like, I've never actively like watched a game and been like, "This is just so bad."
Oh, this is
like,
karma
it's
for the
so
NFL
bad.
is what this is.
And I mean, get it. I hate.
Softer surfaces like turf or
is
ground
that-
will help your sonic vent
What is happening?
and ensure
Sorry, I try to mute it, but it's I'm super like intrigued by this stupid
Oh.
commercial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for aerodynamics.
What happened to the Vortex football?
I mean,
It's better than that shit.
you throw it with your
That
wrist.
looks like a Happy Meal toy.
No, I told you, it's a power up.
Yeah.
Throw a rocket at somebody.
mean-
It's a Mario Kart.
He needs all the fucking power ups he needs
He
right
needs
now.
anything, actually, because
Oh, he's just.
He needs.
I don't give a shit.
He needs
Don't
to go
play.
away.
Yeah, yeah,
We
it's
already
a lag.
learned this with Baker last year. If you're hurt, go home.
Yeah, because Baker's
And you
out of a job.
disagree with me all the time.
I
Put him
didn't
out
say
to pasture.
I didn't say
Jesus,
fire
man.
him.
Let him go. Just let them go.
Okay, now
As soon as they're healthy, let them go.
As soon
As
as
soon as
they're
they clear IR, get rid of them. Jesus Christ.
You're doing-
Have a healthy team.
I'm
Is that
telling
so
you,
crazy?
Tommy's first answer to everything is like, "Don't worry, Lenny. Look at the sun."
Yeah.
Like literally,
Yeah.
first answer.
You can't of mice and men a franchise quarterback.
You can't just.
You can't do
Does
that.
Lenny still have burst? If Lenny doesn't have burst, I have no use for him anymore, okay? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I want to have a healthy team to win some shit.
Let-
You wouldn't know about that, would you?
Let them come back, and then if they suck, release them. Don't fire them as soon as they get hurt.
Whatever, man. This is why you're part of a losing culture.
What?
Oh my!
Am I lying?
They're not a losing culture.
Are they
ever.
winning?
We're a losing
Not at the
team
moment.
right now.
Exactly.
Are you winning?
Fuck no. And never will, TJ.
Who do you think's gonna?
Welcome.
Do you think is gonna have a better record this season
Oh, Texans will definitely.
than the Steelers?
Yeah. This will be Mike Tomlin's first losing season and the best time to do it. It's a good draft.
Oh, can I get some money on this?
Can
Can I get some sandwiches on this?
I was about to ask. Do you want to make a bet on that
Yeah,
one?
can I get a
Oh,
sandwich?
what?
Texans and
The
Steelers.
No. That well, either way.
Actually,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Can I jump
what
in
you
on
got?
this one? Because I'll take the Steelers over the Texans 100%
Okay.
as a
What
as
you
a
got?
record.
Mm.
I can't.
let me look. Let me look at the Steelers. No,
He's doing
actually,
it on
no.
purpose, TJ.
I was gonna say, let me look at the Steelers schedule, and then I remembered how like
I thought we did.
heartbreak. Yeah, it was. I remembered,
Bad.
remembered how
really
heartbreaking
bad.
it was, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Maybe
he's gonna step away. Right here, guy. Let's go.
Hey, I'm gonna throw that McChicken out there.
No, I don't want that shit. It fucked me up last time. My body can't handle hot and spices anymore.
You know they make
You
it-
got money. Pluckers. We'll do pluckers for you.
Oh, okay. Pluckers is fair.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
That's
okay.
fair.
Dude, a hot and spicy fucked you up.
It got me. It was only one of the two.
What'd you do with the other one?
Threw it away.
Oh my goodness.
I told you it's not good down here.
No wonder I felt a shiver down my spine. Waste hot and spicy McChicken.
You want that bet too? It's your team.
Are you betting that the Steelers will have a better record?
No, other way around. Texans will have a better record.
Okay.
No,
I'm
so
I won't
I'm
like
going
it.
Steelers having a better
I'm
record.
also going Steelers.
There you go.
Let me think on
What
what
are we doing?
Let me think on it. I
And
definitely
this time you have to do something when you lose.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not falling for that shit.
Because that's good.
Yeah, that's what Gertz was waiting on. He was chest piecing his response.
Yeah.
I would like to presume
It's fine.
an
'Cause
agreement.
The Titans are stringing some wins together. I don't know if
They ain't gonna make it.
They'll make,
They
they might
won't.
make it to
You
10.
seen that schedule?
They might make it to 10.
Nah.
They might make it to 10.
Now, look.
That Jag shit was an anomaly. They'll be better.
What did we say was our pre-show talk? Hey, Antonio Brown.
Who's this?
Who
It's,
now,
it's your
baby?
boy shoe. Yeah, fuck you. It's a boy shoe.
Stop. We just lectured Sammy.
He said Titans.
Stop yelling at the fan.
They're gonna beat KC somehow.
If they're Titans fans, they're no fans of mine or friends of mine.
They might beat KC somehow.
You know-
last
No, I
season.
hate that team. Like I told Gertz, more than I love the Texans.
Look, I looked at sorry, I was saying our pre-show topic was Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown.
Yeah, tell me about this.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
somehow it slipped under the radar. That's the worst part about it. I did not hear about this until he posted it. Normally, as soon as Antonio Brown makes a foolish statement,
Yeah.
something tragic. So I'm guessing he's falling off the trending train, but this one deserves to be trending because, quite frankly, he's a comedian nowadays.
I mean, because what he did was less egregious than showing your penis to everyone in Dubai.
I mean, less egregious than showing your penis to everyone in Dubai.
Oh, this is not that?
Specific.
What is this? I haven't heard about this one.
I mean, specifically targeting another man's wife with a picture of you, like where for no reason.
That I did hear about.
Yeah, for
that.
no reason.
That's
like
fucked up.
And then what was it? I think there was one other one where he was impersonating Lil Wayne.
Why?
For $500.
Why
There's
Lil
a lot of
Wayne?
things that are happening, but this just came out of left field. There was no.
He's laughing.
I know what it is now. Yeah, it is really uncalled for.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It feels
Let him
like
get it out of his system. It's really uncalled
so
for.
uncalled
It's super uncalled for.
when I saw it, I was like, "Is Antonio Brown turning into Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show?" I was like, "This is
Or Kanye West.
It's so bizarre and out of nowhere."
I'm laughing. It's outlandish. What compelled you?
This man got you a Super Bowl, man.
Not me.
I
No,
mean,
he
him.
means Tampa.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's all he wanted. Got him on a team. Let him live in his home, which is something. No,
Which is his own head?
His mother wouldn't let him do that, and he did, and got you a ring. And this is how you repay.
Well, for
Knowing
the
he's going through a hard time.
for the chat out there, we don't endorse this, but
Fuck no.
we find it kind of funny, chuckle worthy at least. He just made his own team name.
Oh, that one. I didn't know about that one. I thought we were talking about the Tom Brady thing.
Oh, that one.
He keeps doing shit, apparently. What the fuck is that?
Is he friends with Kanye?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, scroll
They
down a
are.
little bit.
They have a picture together. So, yeah,
oh
automatically.
yeah, they're friends with Kanye. He's friends with Kanye.
They're the same person.
Also, Kanye's doing the whole Jews thing. That's overriding all outrage black dudes stuff.
No, we don't. He's not ours anymore. He's not ours. He's a free agent right now. Yeah. I don't think any race wants him.
White people
Huh?
Take him.
We don't
Conservatives want him. Yeah, they'll take him. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Why?
I don't know.
How many likes did it have?
That is
Pull
a
that
good
up.
gauge on society. Yeah, how many likes did it have?
Fuck, dude.
Yep.
Maybe America does need a fall. 118K.
Oh wow, that's up almost
too many.
That's up almost 50K from last
Way
night.
too many. And does he have beef with like Kyler Murray? Because we talk about him, but not like this.
I mean,
This
aim
is
for his
ridiculous.
legs, not
It's so many things you can talk about.
Did he just
talk
like,
shit about Kyler Murray about?
did he just bet a lot of money on the Cardinals game and lose or something?
Maybe he was like, "Hey, I'll come play for y'all," and they're like, "No."
Oh yeah, maybe it's a more personal reason. Like
Probably that.
Yeah.
Some real logical
It's always
shit
a
on the
personal
Cardinals
reason.
end. But in the Antonio Brown world, it's like, you don't want to know Antonio Brown? Like, what? Like, I don't know. He has the lightest voice.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
All I remember is him saying boomin'. That's all it.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's just like, it's very low key. The weirdest voice for an adult man.
Dude, he just keeps like posting pictures of checks, and I'm just like, okay.
What's the context?
Mm.
What's
God
it say
damn,
there?
man.
Does I get to eat tonight? Is that what
It says I get paid to rap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I heard that rap was terrible.
Not well, yeah. Rap badly.
Also, why did you get a check? Direct deposit exists.
Yeah. I don't know.
That is true.
Also, you got eliminated in the first round of The Masked Singer. Shut up. You're not very good.
He's a terrible singer and a worse rapper.
Oh, dude, I didn't know. I knew he was taking shots at Tom Brady. I didn't know he posted "Daddy doesn't live here."
I didn't mean you can't do that. You can't do that. You don't do that in the middle of a show. You do that before the show.
This is the before the show.
Oh, Jesus. That caught me off guard. I didn't think we were just going to scroll through Antonio Brown's stream of conscious Twitter.
Sorry,
Oh,
that was
that's fucked up.
legit. Like I was.
Why, though? That question is why. That's what makes it even more fucked up.
I don't know why.
I
He's
don't
just
know
swinging.
why.
He's just swinging.
The chat says, "Oh shit, that's kind of funny." No, it's hilarious. It's more than kind of funny.
You stop.
He's
That's
still
funny.
shitty, but that was again, I don't know why, but it got me.
You know how like in politics sometimes like Trump gets a really good zinger at Ted Cruz. It's like I hate you, but that's
You did.
that's
No, I
hilarious.
mean,
Your
okay.
dad killed JFK. Yeah.
No, I mean, look, when we look at the yin and yang of Negro hate, while what is it, Kanye?
Yeah.
He does things that I can't laugh at. It's not funny.
No.
It's not like humorous in any way.
Not in any way. It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Because it's like you're saying dangerous statements, and genuinely, you're not really actually, approaching. Like you're not doing any sort of. You can tell in some cases with AB, this motherfucker has his tongue in cheek. This is where I'm like, nah, he ain't got brain issues.
I don't think he does.
I was like, that's too weird.
And even if he does,
was
it's no excuse for this type
No,
of shit.
he's just an asshole.
He just- yeah.
yeah, he's been
That's
an
really
asshole
what it
forever.
just.
And
Yeah,
assholes are funny.
they kind of are.
Yeah.
Kind of are.
Two things can be true.
As
Like
long as they're not in power of anything or have major influence, yeah, they really are.
two things can be true. One, AB should probably be in jail at this point.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Exposing himself to people, almost killing kids with furniture. And that tweet is also really funny.
All these things can be true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so caught up. That was so
I wasn't expecting it.
The alleged assaults, too. I forgot about those.
I mean, bro, it's just that most people they hate AB because he tells the truth.
What truth is he telling?
I don't know, dude. This is also a poorly made meme.
He doesn't know. He made it himself.
100%.
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
know.
this is his Jesus wave.
Yeah.
Remember they hated Jesus. Because actually, I want to start having the gall to tweet things like that.
No, don't go there. Don't be that
I'm never
guy.
going to be like that.
Please don't.
Someone said keep his Twitter, but go to prison.
Let him have it in prison.
I mean, the tweets that would come out while he's in prison would be extremely bizarre.
Oh my goodness. I
It'd be
mean,
so
They're already
cryptic, you would
extremely
not know.
bizarre.
he got enough flack for just like streaming the Steelers locker room. Imagine if he whips his phone out like in
He
prison.
would do it. He would totally do it.
Get the crap kicked out of him.
Who would you choose to perform the Super Bowl halftime show? He was like, nervous fingers, me.
Jesus.
Antonio Brown doing the halftime show of the Super Bowl.
Everyone walks out of the Super Bowl.
It would look like the Broncos game that went into overtime. It was like, nope, we're out.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hit the start. We've had already our fun at Antonio Brown's expense.
You can never have too much of that fun.
Good evening. Welcome to the Commitment to Mexcellence. I will be your host here today. We're going to be going through several topics, recapping last week, trying to predict next week, which is becoming one of the hardest tasks that we could ever do.
You okay?
Up there with talking.
Up there,
You know the
all days aren't good days, but newest AB follower on Twitter right next to me.
Oh, yeah. AB's biggest fan.
don't co-sign me to that.
You are a Bucks fan.
I am
While he was on the squad.
It's true.
guilty by
You
association.
got a jersey,
much?
don't you?
No.
Okay.
Semicolon, however, comma, it's TJ. What's up, y'all?
And on the other side of the fence that we got here, the losing side, with what, 2 wins between y'all? 1?
Yep, 2 wins and a
For
tie.
what?
Thanks for that.
For Pick'ems?
No,
No.
for our teams, Texans and Steelers. We each have one
Don't
win.
let me in with them. They have no hope. At least for the first time, we actually have hope. Hey, whoa. Not at quarterback.
Not in general.
Running back.
Oh my goodness.
Do you
Running
think-
back, we have one of the best running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, Rex is great.
Not Rex.
You mean that position that you say cut after a year?
Oh, I would cut him after 2 years, but right now he's a rookie. He's killing it. If you have him in fantasy, you're doing very well.
I'm telling you, number one stock for the first year and second year in Tommy's head, and then immediate drop.
So he's
getting
got 29 games left if he stays healthy.
I'm getting a jersey and I'm trading it in at buyback immediately after 2 years. But right now,
I don't think
he's
you can
killing
do
it,
a
and I
2-year
love the
return.
kid. He's like a step kid that you know you're going to get divorced from the mom. I love the kid right now, but I tell you what, in 2 years I could give two fucks.
Angriest running back fan.
He's gonna be
Tommy
my-
McGrew.
Hi.
Also a little bit sad next to him, but did you pull? No, you were really close to it though, pulling out a win this last week.
No, they're in last place.
No, they were not close. Not at all.
They are in dead
You're
last.
talking about the Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
How's it feel?
we got destroyed. It's not that new. I've seen the
What the
Steelers.
fuck are you talking about? You've never had a season under 500?
I mean, I've seen the Steelers like play terrible games all season long, and I watched Tommy Maddox play.
I feel like it's just being, just feel like it's being condensed.
bad.
Don't worry, TJ's
Yeah.
coming back.
Now I have made like this very well could be Tomlin's first losing season. I'm Gertz, by the way.
Can I?
We're not tanking though. Fuck that.
Well, you're not.
No.
Tomlin is.
No, he's not.
Because look,
We don't
Mike
lose on
Tomlin
purpose.
doesn't give a flying fuck about this whole thing. He's already in the Hall of Fame. It's fine.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. So
2 Super Bowls, he should be in.
no
He has-
losing
he has
seasons
one.
are-
Oh, I thought he had
he has
two.
one.
He has
That's
one.
all. That's all he needs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Time
Yeah.
out. If there was a
He has a bunch of
no,
records.
if there
as
was
coach.
if there was a what is it, Hall of Fame by extension, no matter what, I do think Tomlin belongs in there from popularity alone.
No, he does
Everyone
well.
likes. I think he's a good coach no matter what.
He's the best coach in the NFL to me.
He has a losing record in the postseason right now.
That's fine.
He's got to
Who gives
button
a
that.
flying fuck.
I do. You got to button that up a little bit.
Listen.
I
tank
love
this
Mike
season.
Tomlin.
You're not going to tank. Root for him if you want to. He's tanking because he can get his fucking quarterback and win another Super Bowl and solidify himself.
Violent
in the Hall
Farts
of
thinks
Fame.
not a Hall of Famer.
Who the fuck said that shit?
Racist.
Come on, man.
I think he's fringe.
I think he absolutely. How are you? I'm more of a fan than this guy.
Oh my God! You want us to tank?
I'm a Mike
No, do it. No,
Tomlin.
no.
I don't give a
no,
fuck
I
about
love Mike
this.
Tomlin. I think he's a fringe Hall of Famer. I think he need. I don't think if you have a
One more do it.
if he was 500 in the postseason, then I'd say absolutely.
It's 3 coaches that have done what 2 others and him that have done something. I forgot what the record was, but it's
I think
a special record.
No, I think that consistency should warrant Ernie. Like, because I mean, that means you're a consistent coach.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I think he's a great coach. I mean, I thought they kind of jumped the gun with Bill Cowher getting in. They put Bill Cowher in.
Cowher got in.
I know, and I think Tomlin will prove to be a better head coach
He's
than Bill
got more
Cowher.
he's just
Bill Cowher
better.
has a better postseason record. Though.
That's fine.
That's like the ultimate sign.
You got to have a quarterback to make it in the postseason. That's
Yeah.
not.
They
dead.
both had Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
What do
yeah.
you mean?
They both had Ben.
You know, they had the same quarterback.
One had young Ben and one had decrepit Ben.
Mike Tomlin had young Ben too.
They went. They got close.
I mean-
they made noise,
They-
and then he got old.
He had a young
No,
Ben.
literally, Tomlin should be on the Hall of Fame. We've mentioned this before, exclusively because he kept AB under wraps.
That's true. I mean,
I mean, that's a
It's a sign of a great
miracle.
coach.
I mean,
yeah, I think once he gets to 500 in the postseason, I think he's in. He needs to win 2 more playoff games before losing one more. I think he's like 4 and 5 in postseason.
Yeah.
Violent Farts with a point. I don't. I can't say if it's a good or bad point. That'll stop at some point. He is He's not an offensive or defensive coach. He's more of a talent manager, which he's great at, but can't co-sign this at the moment.
It's fine.
He's definitely
Okay with that.
cosign on Cowher too. I mean, yeah, I think he'll probably get in. If he were to retire today, I'm not sure because Mike Shanahan's not in the Hall of Fame.
He doesn't need to be,
I don't think he should be, but a lot of people think he should because he won multiple Super Bowls.
but he still of all the Super Bowl winning coaches that you could forget.
Mike McCarthy.
It doesn't count. It was one. I meant multiple.
Hey, we're on talking terms now. He's okay right now.
Why? He has nothing to do with this
I know,
success.
but through Mike McCarthy,
He gets
being
free hot
neutral-
dogs.
Does it-
He hasn't fucked up timeouts yet.
I was about to say, is does he really have nothing to do with this success?
I don't think he does.
Absolutely not, Dan Quinn. So let's not get
Well,
it twisted.
He's a real coach.
I mean,
of the
I know
team.
Dan Quinn. The defense is what's pushing the Cowboys, but Cooper Rush for being like a baby quarterback is not.
Cooper Rush was Cooper Rush out of the womb.
I will say he's one of the you know what, see, I get Mike McCarthy's thing right now. Like, I feel like last season it was pitiful. I still don't like him that much. But in comparison to last season, he's definitely a bit more expressive on those sidelines. And I feel like he's kind of worked his way into being, I mean, he's kind of similar to being like a Cooper Rush where I'm like, you're inoffensive.
Yeah, he's not getting in the way anymore. But I don't know what he does.
And that's okay right now.
Yeah,
we'll take that.
He doesn't call the plays. Kellen Moore does.
Drinks milkshakes on the sideline.
And ducks out to eat hoagies, evidently.
It's his favorite thing.
I don't know where you heard that.
McCarthy's hoagies.
Does he not look like a hoagie lover?
He does.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
keep expecting him to pop up in a Jersey Mike's commercial with Danny DeVito.
He needs to. That's a missed opportunity.
It's a sub. No, it's a hoagie.
Where'd you come from, Mike McCarthy? Can I give a shout out to a coach who I discovered is not a bad actor? Andy Reid.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's good
That was
in
a
those
good
commercials.
commercial, man.
He's good in those commercials.
I'm like, yeah, he's likable.
yeah. Andy
No,
Reid's
Andy
always
Reid's
been
person,
likable.
I like him because he's a talented coach, but
Yeah.
not as a person.
Now he's
Actually-
a Hall of Famer.
No, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
That's no question.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start with this today?
Yeah, what we
So
got?
I think we'll start with an exciting topic because I'm going to feed Tommy right from the get go in his hate.
no hot takes today.
I think you're going to have a hot take with this one.
I don't think I will.
All right, so we're going to start with who is the worst quarterback.
Oh! Yeah, I do have a hot take. I kind of do.
Who's the worst quarterback in what context? In the league at the
Yeah.
moment?
And I mean, like,
Yeah, what is
if
the
you
context?
were a general manager, this is the quarterback that you'd be like, ugh.
Oh,
Can we have multiple?
no.
No.
A lot of bad ones. Oh,
There's a lot. That's why it's a discussion because I don't think quarterback play has been this bad at any point in any NFL season I've seen for a while.
Can I get my irrational ones out of the way and then have a
No.
realistic
You get
one?
one.
You get one.
Fine.
Give us some talking points. Let us have some quarterback.
You can't name all five, and then it's like,
I
oh,
had 10.
10.
Oh, yeah. It's some shitty-ass quarterbacks this season.
This is going to be a toughie.
Gotta just pick one, man.
If
Yeah, I got to think about it. Go ahead.
I mean, if we're talking about just exclusively this season,
Yeah.
I've said it. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it, and it's actually not who you think it is. Well, I want to punch Jared Goff in
I was
the
gonna say,
nose.
don't say
You
Jared
can't.
Goff.
I'm not.
Can't do it.
I hate on him enough to where, he's always going to be my worst quarterback. But realistically, Matt Ryan is absolutely garbage. He is terrible.
Okay.
He's one of the, I'm talking, watching him play is horrendous.
It is sad.
It is not like there's no power behind those throws. There's, the biggest thing he's bringing to the table is being a veteran, and that's about it, right? You're bringing a bit of, hey, when I'm because nearing the end of the game, his tempo time was really good, was consistent, but not really motivating, not enough of a personality to warrant being this bad. Like, if you're bad, at least be a personality to where we can expect a bit more. Not really bringing that to the table. But ultimately, I've watched the Colts like perform better with Carson Wentz.
True.
And that's a problem.
They did good until the latter part of the season.
Yeah,
so
and that's a fundamental. No matter
And
what you
Phillip
look
Rivers,
at,
yeah.
no matter what you look at, beat for beat, especially since the defensive side of the Colts is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Ryan's not really stepping up to the plate for what they need. They do not. I don't understand what the Colts have figured out, especially right now with the league. He's not a mobile quarterback, and you can't afford somebody who's just straight up, strictly speaking, a pocket quarterback.
they
Not
should
gonna work.
extinct now.
I mean,
Completely.
there's still a lot of pocket
Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers don't count.
Why do they
look how-
not count?
And time out.
I mean, they've done it the best, and they're still
Okay.
playing.
And let's be real.
And their bodies are still working.
All right, well-
And both of them,
'Cause-
Tom Brady I'm going to call him out. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers aren't performing that well.
They're
this
doing
year
great.
either.
They're still doing what they need
I mean,
to do
but
to win.
even if
No,
you,
they're not.
They
Aaron
both-
Rodgers lost.
against the Giants. That's true. It was in London, though.
Tom Brady's season has been like, okay.
He's going through a divorce.
I know. Aaron Rodgers' season, I'm with you, has been bad.
Drug addiction. So
Aaron man off the ayahuasca.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't blame what Aaron Rodgers did on on drugs or him being old. He literally threw a 3rd and 8 and right in the Giants' face.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even block it with his arm, blocked it with his face mask.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't care.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
And it's plainly obvious.
I got an example of a new quarterback that is a pocket passer that is horrendous. It shows just how outdated this style is. Davis Mills can't move for shit. No, he is a pocket passer. Like,
you are right.
He's an old school pocket passer. He's fucking atrocious. And man, if it was ever a play, I would not only cut, but take everything he has. I mean, everything: money,
House,
loved ones. He's just this nomad because you deserve to be the Hulk.
Yeah.
In the early 70s and wander the earth alone. That's how bad this kid is. He's a pocket passer that can't move, and you see what happens now. You have to be able to move, and everyone craves that shit now.
Now, and I will say, someone threw it out in the chat, oh, Herbert's a pocket passer. I'm not saying you can't be.
He can move a little,
but you can move.
Yeah.
You have to be able to move. And I saw an instance where Matt Ryan was in a position to where literally any other mobile quarterback would have gotten that first down.
Yeah.
And there was nothing you're getting from him.
He just doesn't have pocket presence right now, which is weird. Because, Brady can't run, but he's got pocket presence. I've seen Brady.
Best pocket presence.
I've seen him dodge tackles this season.
Oh, literally. He did matrixing.
Just moves out the way.
So if you can do that, you don't have to run. But Matt Ryan can't even do that.
he can't do that at all.
I think Tom Brady is literally the exception.
He's absolutely.
He has the Sharingan or something in his eye because he dodges tackles that are just like, oh, you're there?
And it's not. He doesn't even look at him. He moves and keeps his eyes downfield. And it's just like that's the master doing what he does.
I mean, the biggest delta there, before I pass it along, is I get it. A lot of people can be like, hey, you know what? Their O-line isn't that strong, all that kind of stuff. Well, unfortunately, Joe Burrow's there, and he's lived with a terrible O-line for all of his
He's a pocket passer.
And he's a pocket passer, and he takes them hits and still moves. He's still moving.
He still moves a little mobile.
Yeah, that's just because he's young.
But that's what I'm
Those
saying.
legs ain't gonna work for long.
No, you can't. But that's what I'm saying. You can't. To be honest, whereas a mobile quarterback has to learn how to pass, and then they become kind of more of a hybrid blend as they go along their career.
Yeah.
I don't think enough pocket passers or more strategic, or not strategic, but more game manager, slower quarterbacks are focusing on improving their capabilities of running a bit more.
Yeah.
And they probably should, because it's lasted you a little bit longer.
I was really frustrated watching the Ravens play the Bengals because Lamar was not running enough. And it was until the fourth quarter where he finally started. It's like, you've got a gap, run for 8 yards and slide. And when he started doing that, it's like,
He don't slide.
He does now.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's learning to slide.
He needs to.
Yes, he does, because I like Lamar. But it was so frustrating to me, and I get why, because everyone's like, oh, can he throw? Yes, he can, but what makes him special is his legs, and you should embrace that.
I mean, Lamar is also at this point where he's still in a contract year, where he's trying to get as much money. And what the Ravens organization and a lot of other teams are betting on is that he's going to get hurt at some point this year.
Yeah. So slide. Run and slide.
Works.
Yeah.
I'm going to have, not a weird answer, but I think it's just, it has to be fucking Russell Wilson at this point.
Yeah.
That's valid.
That's totally valid. He looks awful. Talk about a guy who also won't use his legs. Russell
won't use his legs.
Yeah.
Is in one of the biggest contracts that he's ever had. He's making Pete Carroll look like a wise ass over there.
Oh yeah, Pete Carroll
Doing his thing
pretty.
with Geno Smith. They kept throwing his numbers up with Russell Wilson.
It's bad.
They did the right thing by trading.
Yeah.
Apparently, and then it's just one of those things where it's not. He hasn't had the worst performance. I would give that probably to Wentz at this point, but it's that when people are still kind of okay with Wentz right now. I think that'll change by the end of the year.
It always does.
Yeah.
That's how they first say okay.
Okay.
Man, did you see what Ron Rivera said?
No.
Day or yesterday.
I've never
He had
seen
to
a coach.
backtrack, but he meant it.
Oh
He
yeah.
did, what the Colts do, he did the same thing.
Yeah.
What is it about this dude that makes like organizations do things that you're not supposed to do?
Yeah, like
Jesus, man.
Ron Rivera was at a press conference and Porter asked him a good question. It's like, what do you think the difference is right now? Yes, you guys are struggling. What do you think the difference is for your team? Like, where do you think the
Heineke is still
the
on the team.
needs are? Like, what needs aren't being met? And right away, he just goes quarterback. Did not hesitate, and he said it with like venom in his eyes. But then, credit to the reporter, they threw it back in his face, like, "Well, you picked him, right?" And he's like, "Oh, well." It's like Ron Rivera might be fired, and he might deserve to be fired.
Anyone who hires Carson
Which is
Wentz
a shame,
deserves
because I
to
like
be
Ron
fired.
Rivera.
I think
He'll
Ron
get a
is
job somewhere else.
has just had a lot of shitty, like, to fix the Commanders
Yes.
and the Panthers. That's a tall order. Like,
And he did it for a season.
Yeah.
He got him to the playoffs and gave the Bucks the best game they got in that postseason, like with Heineke. So I feel for Ron
If he was the
Rivera.
Titans coach, they might be good.
I mean, I would like because I'm also like, you know,
Mike
there's,
Vrabel's getting in the Hall of
You
Fame.
shouldn't. I don't know how.
no one expected Wentz to be the best. They literally expected Russell Wilson to save Denver. well, not
They
save, but it
gave
was
him a million primetime games. Everyone drank the Kool-Aid on that one.
Well,
I did. They were my pick to
I
win the
did too.
AFC.
Yeah.
I feel like a fucking idiot.
Oh, same. I ranked
I
them
thought
up
they
there.
were stacked.
I thought they were
Same.
stacked too, and they're gonna finish dead last in the AFC West at this point. Like, no,
They deserve
yeah,
to.
Well, the Raiders still exist.
the Raiders
That's
are
a better team than people.
I was about
the
to say,
coach is
if the
terrible.
Raiders get 2 wins this entire season, it will both be the Broncos.
Oh, absolutely.
I said that last week. I was like, they might get 2 wins for the whole
Whole
season.
Broncos.
I'm talking about the Raiders.
No, they're going to be on the Broncos. For sure. Very real. Is that the worst division?
The AFC West.
They're not performing the way that we thought they were when
they're
we
not.
did a preseason show.
So not great.
Yeah.
No.
Russ just like the problem with like it just. I can give decline to some quarterbacks, right? I can be like, oh, hey, like they're dipping in. Oh, is there gonna no? But no, it's a stark difference.
It's the decision making, and
That's what it is.
Yeah, and also part of it's on his coach too. He needs a coach that's going to be in there that's going to like you need to fucking run sometimes because when Russell Wilson just sits in the pocket, he's just a 5'10" dude. Like he's small.
There'll be no throws in the middle.
Yeah, it's like I mean, imagine if Kyler Murray didn't run. That's Russell
Oh,
Wilson
dear Lord.
right now.
What's his point then?
Yeah,
it's like,
it's a big
Kyler's point.
all
No,
like
they're useful.
all of Russell's best plays are him like scrambling.
You can't do that anymore.
He could.
He literally could.
Yeah.
The Broncos do not have a bad offensive line.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
And
No.
I've seen him break for runs.
Which makes it worse.
yeah, exactly. It's infuriating because I've seen him break for runs. I'm like, he's still pretty quick. Not as fast as he was, but he's not
Good
slow.
enough to, yeah.
Yeah, pick up some yards here and there.
They hand teams games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the shitty coach and Russell Wilson, like they don't stand a
telling
chance.
you right now, Pete Carroll stock is up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll stock is real. I was
It
like,
is. It
no,
ain't,
you're
it
the
ain't
Magic.
bad.
Yeah.
And then I mean, let's be like, I mean, I don't want to say Russ is exposed. I want to give him a whole season before I say like things like crazy like that.
Half a season?
Yeah.
No, I want to give him a
Really?
season.
Good for you.
But I'm not quick like you. I want to give him a season before I say that because I already
Waste
like
no
new
time.
system, new like getting used to things. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer of an adjustment. And hey, you know what? We like the Chiefs last season were crap the first half, and then they corrected it, got it together, magically made their defense work with no new players.
They were crap by the Chiefs standards. They were 500.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
well
Crap by
above
this
500, yeah.
But with Russell, like with Russ Wilson, I mean, when you think about it, let's be real here. Seattle had a bunch of really good pieces around that to make
DK Metcalf is pretty damn good.
The Legion of Boom was a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, back then, yes.
Random shout out to DK Metcalf doing an Eddie Guerrero tribute after he scored a
He's
touchdown this
winning me
weekend.
back slowly.
Favorite player.
He's not even close. You forget
As
about
long as
Tyler
he does-
Lockett also.
I was about to say, as long as
Tyler
he,
Lockett was a great pick by Pete Carroll. So
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's doing numbers for me on fantasy. But at the end of the day, I just think that DK will probably win you back as long as he doesn't insult Shannon Sharp by the end
don't
of
insult legends.
Yeah.
Especially likable ones. Like,
Yeah.
No one dislikes Shannon Sharp. He's always. I wish I was like
man's
him.
a goddamn legend. Like, how do
he's
you not
funny.
know who he is?
He called Shannon Sharp little boy.
And I was like, that is the big ass
Old enough to be a father. Yeah.
guy's
And that
like-
was very disrespectful.
Like 6'2", 250 pounds.
He's bigger than you. He's a fucking tight end.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was about to say, like, I think on his Instagram, he was like repping 405 the other day for like 10, 15 reps.
Yeah. The dude's a beast.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah, that
Christ.
was like earlier this year.
He's a scary man still.
Yeah.
Nicest guy in the world, but I would not.
I wouldn't put
fight a
nicest
fucking
guy in the world.
Shannon Sharp.
I feel like if Shannon Sharp insulted me, I'd cry.
I would definitely cry. He's like a father. I would totally cry. I'd be like, damn, I'm sorry.
No wonder DK got so mad. It hit his soul. He was like, nah, man.
Saw his father in Shannon Sharp. Like, damn.
But
I'm so sorry. Yeah, he backtracked very quickly.
As he should.
Yeah.
I'm interested in y'all's answers.
Man, I mean, I was thinking Russ too, because I really think Russ needs a coach who's a hard ass. And Hackett's a pussy. Like, I'm sorry.
He's terrible.
I mean, he's also
a bad coach.
He's like, he said we got the go ahead to make that play call. It's like, from who?
Who's telling you what to do?
You're the head coach, you fucking wuss.
Yeah.
Like, he's
John Elway in your headset. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, but
The mathematics from Amazon. Told me.
yeah,
Is he analytical too?
I think he's a dumbass.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows numbers.
I don't know if he tries to like pass off his stupidity on being a mathematical genius like Brandon Staley, but he's a dumbass and a wuss, and he has no spine. But I'm gonna have to go. It's a toss up between two, but I'm gonna have to go with Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think that Ron Rivera clip really kind of cinched it. I was like, what? Like, their defense has been bad too, but that dude is a locker room cancer, unlike any I've ever seen. Like, Carson Wentz just kills a team's culture immediately, and I don't know how. It's impressive. Like he's more
not particularly problematic.
And he's not an asshole.
No.
I mean, not an asshole in the sense that like people are like, oh, Wentz was like hard to be around or something.
It's clear his teammates never like him.
Yes.
And you're seeing that with Russ now too. But it's a longer list of teams for Carson Wentz. And for Ron Rivera, who I think is I don't know if I'd call him a player's coach, but he's definitely a coach players gravitate to.
Yeah.
Like, players seem to like
least
Ron
respect,
Rivera.
yeah.
For Ron Rivera to just be like, yo, Carson Wentz sucks in week 5.
Yeah, I was about to
week
say,
5.
that's a lot.
I was like, ooh,
Man.
that's pretty damning.
His backtrack was great because he was just like, I see. It's like he's doing the coach because I got apologized, creating a distraction.
Yeah.
What I meant was out of the NFC East.
yeah.
QBs who have the more tenor with their teams, right? And Carson Wentz is brand new system. He's learning all these things, which to a certain extent I understand, but also to a certain extent, no, you should. I mean, I like, as much as I want to defend Ron Rivera because I'm like y'all. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's simply like you. If an organization apologizes,
Yeah.
straight up apologizes for bringing in a player,
Yep.
I've never seen it before, and I've seen it twice.
you
at
shouldn't
this rate.
hire
Yeah.
that player.
Yeah.
So this is his last stop, right?
Oh, yeah, as a starter, yes.
Yeah.
He's
I wouldn't
gonna-
want him as my backup.
I was about to say he's going to be on that Flacco second string thing for a while,
Yeah,
probably.
for practice squads. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Or he can go. Yeah, I mean, I think the chain can continue to Carolina. To be honest,
Oh,
Well, they fired their coach, so
yeah. And I mean,
he deserved it. Though.
he absolutely
Oh,
did.
yeah. And I bet more and more teams are looking like, shit, we should have gone for Jimmy G. And I bet the
Jimmy G
Commanders.
not looking bad.
No, he's not. He never
Like
does
the
look,
best Jimmy G yet.
He never looks terrible. He
Early on.
He always just has one throw that makes you go like, "What the fuck are you thinking?"
Yeah.
It's like it's like
Get a couple of those a game.
every now and
Yeah.
in big games.
Big game. Oh, big games you can't trust. Him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like he's too enamored with his own looks.
Like to me, I'd pull.
He's like I saw my reflection in your visor.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, stand still.
Yeah.
He looks like a goddamn Disney prince, of course. You know,
He really does.
he really does.
He's very good looking.
Or that mobster that dies within like the first 30 minutes because he's just too good looking but not smart enough.
Yeah.
So I have this issue where I keep running into people that say they're Packers fans, and they're like, "Oh, I like the color green," and
That's
then
stupid.
Well, today I found a stupider one. They were like, "Oh, I thought Aaron Rodgers was cute 5 years ago," and I'm like, "Jimmy G exists."
Yeah.
I don't think they've seen him.
That's
You gotta just carry
He
around
went to a Super
headshot of
Bowl.
Jimmy G. That doesn't mean they know what he looks like.
Yeah. He doesn't have the exposure
He doesn't.
that Aaron Rodgers
He should.
has.
He doesn't have.
He doesn't have the State Farm commercials. Is that what it
got
comes
no
down
commercials.
to?
I don't think any commercials.
No,
Jimmy
because
G
he
has.
fucks porn stars. No brand is going to be like
Fleshlight
that's our
could
guy.
totally use a Jimmy G.
When are you going to see
you
that?
know it.
And when are you going to?
Pornhub.
Yeah, but not on TV, not
How many
during
people watch
broadcasts.
Pornhub though?
Oh, a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
But not during NFL broadcasts. Like you see,
Get him in a
State-
Viagra commercial. I don't know.
you see,
Do you think he uses Viagra?
No, well, no one. Well, people
I don't think-
do.
I think-
But yeah, I don't think he does. no.
Probably just
They
snaps
don't
his
care.
fingers and it fucking.
Hey, you want to be Jimmy G? Viagra. There you go. I can have your job.
no. Jimmy G spot is all natural.
He can put Viagra out of business.
I'm not even kidding you. I was on sports Twitter.
Yeah.
And like there was comments and like a bunch of different things. Basically there was one comment, very like super attractive woman. You go to her profile and it was like one with a verified check, everything. And literally her back end profile picture was Jimmy G's motorboat team. Like it's ridiculous. Like I'm not even kidding you.
That's a real thing.
Like I was like, I want to be this man.
For a day. At least for a day.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably handle being Jimmy G for a year.
Everyone could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone needs that in their life.
The only person who doesn't like him is Kyle Shanahan.
Let me tell you something. There would be no. Yeah, that's true. There would be no incels if every man could be Jimmy G for a day.
Because you know a man who like, you look at him and you're like, man, fuck, he's confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still like the guy yourself. You're like,
He's
I
not a
can't not
dick.
like you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a likable fucking guy.
Yeah.
That's great looking. And just like, good for you, Jimmy G. He's one of those, you're just like, good for you, man.
Come back next week for our next Jimmy G circle jerk.
I think Kyle Shanahan's jealous of Jimmy G.
Oh, 100%. I'd be
I
jealous.
think that's why he wants him out of there.
He's a better coach than Brady.
No, he's not.
He-
Well, that leaves you. Did you decide who the worst quarterback
I
is?
did.
Okay.
I did. I had to get through the irrational, your Kyler Murrays, your Ryan Tannehills, so on, your Trevor Lawrences. I wanted to do Davis Mills because that's a legit argument. Because he's
Okay.
fucking
Not
got off. But no one
worse.
cares about the Texans.
I don't know if that's a legit argument.
He's fucking. Have you seen him play?
I'd say the
he's
worst
not-
thing about
he's not
Trevor
good.
Lawrence is that he can't hold on to the ball.
Well, he lost against Texas. So, no, Justin Fields is fucking horrendous.
I thought about him too.
He's really have you seen him play?
Yes.
He trips over his own feet.
He's a mobile quarterback who won't run and can't run.
Can't run. They don't trust him to throw.
And they don't trust him to throw.
Yeah, it's a sad thing to watch.
I think so.
But he deserves it. He's terrible.
Let me be real with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a situation where
He ain't getting better. If
That-
that's
that-
where you're going.
no, it's not that. It's more of a situation where I always have that back end thing. I'm like, man, the coaching stuff is not like letting you do anything.
Yeah.
Like it's really not.
For reasons of they want to win games.
But also the Bears don't win.
They've won when they haven't had him throw, when they just relied on
No,
the
but like
running
when was
game.
the last time a Bears had it? Like when was the
The
last time
Texans.
The Bears had a winning record? Is that
Yeah,
what you're going to go with?
yeah.
Probably
Oh.
like when Rex Grossman was their quarterback.
True.
Like I'm
Yeah.
there's something about that system because I'm like,
Oh no, they got to the playoffs with Mitch Trubisky twice.
Well, they did.
right, I forget about that.
Yeah,
Everyone does.
yeah. The double doink was
Yeah.
Bears playoff game.
I mean,
But
they
you see how
also
where
had,
Mitch is out.
Mitch,
They have these random good seasons, and then 4 or 5 seasons they'll go without having any success.
I don't like and the Bears are always like Bears are one of those historic franchises
Yeah.
that I can
It's a
never feel
legacy
like I'm always like it's them like the Ravens, Steelers, like those teams that I'm like when they're bad I'm like, oh wait, why
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like not in my heart.
They've always kind of been bad. They like the '85 Bears, of course, one of the greatest teams.
They've
ever.
just been a defensive like they're a defensive team.
defensive team, yeah. And if that ain't working, nothing works. Their last good season was Lovie Smith when they went to the Super Bowl with No.
We were talking about playoff games with Mitch Trubisky, so it was after that. But definitely Brian Urlacher was still there, probably.
Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate.
Matt Nagy won Coach of the Year while he was with the Bears.
His first season.
Yeah, I think.
It was his first season.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It was
like,
a fluke if ever there was one. So did Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. Mike Vrabel had the best record in
Which
the AFC.
means those awards mean jack shit.
And has been to the AFC Championship
Any
game.
award Matt Nagy has gotten
and multiple playoff awards
means
or
nothing.
multiple playoff
Stop
experiences.
It's like Pauly Shore getting an Oscar.
but continue. My bad.
Did Pauly Shore get an
He
Oscar?
should have.
Would you?
Son-in-law is great.
If Mike Vrabel becomes available to coach for your team, do you take him?
I would disown my team if they brought Mike Vrabel back.
They'd be better.
Clearly not, because they had him as defensive coordinator. It was the worst defense we've ever had.
Would you become a Steelers fan again at that point?
If they got rid of him,
No, if the Texans hired Mike Vrabel.
yes, I'm all in. I'm ordering the kit.
You're a fucking
A
liar.
terrible towel, a cheese head.
Said,
It's not a Steeler
Wrong
thing.
team.
Oh, no. I just wanted to piss him off.
so, speaking of pissed off,
Yeah.
a lot of people were pissed off in Kansas City last night.
Why?
Oh.
Because
Did they win?
They did win, but they were mad before that. I mean, they were down 17-0 at a
Gives
certain
a
point.
fuck? They have Patrick Mahomes and they won the Super Bowl. And they go deep every year.
That is
Yeah, I feel like you should never be
Shut the
upset.
fuck up.
as a
They're
KC
having that
fan.
fucking Patriots syndrome is what they're having.
everyone will have Patriots
Just fucking
syndrome.
being
if you
greedy
get-
for no
yeah.
reason.
You know what? I believe in humanity more than you, Marcos. I don't think everyone is as shitty as a Patriots fan.
Look at Browns.
The Brown Stains? Yeah, no, they're terrible. But they haven't won.
But you remember,
anything.
they were America's sweethearts for so long.
They were America's underdog for the longest, and
Yeah.
then they sold their soul to Satan, and now look at them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't have faith.
That's a good point.
They're selling shirts that are like, I want a massage too in the
That's
parking
not
lot.
authorized. I mean, but they still did it, so they co-signed it. So yeah, you're right. No, that's a terrible organization.
Well, the reason they were mad is like, did you see the roughing the passer thing?
Chris Jones?
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That's one of the worst calls of
Yeah.
all time.
Well, no,
Literally it
no,
is.
it wasn't. Because the worst call of all time literally came earlier with Tom Brady. I think that.
Oh, do you think
Oh.
that one was
Well,
worse?
well,
I
that-
still
I
think
don't know if
that-
that one was worse.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah, it
Tom
was.
Brady. I expect that.
Hell yeah, it was. That is the safest role you
No,
can
he
do.
gently laid him down, but but still, no, it's Tom Brady. So I always expect
They called
crazy
roughing the
shit
passer
like
while Chris Jones had the ball.
that. Literally,
Yeah.
literally, yeah.
So they're both egregious.
I think that one was worse.
But
Yeah.
in general,
To me,
we're
that
seeing
was
this
worse.
trend now, and it might be an overcorrection because of what
Tua.
happened to Tua.
Yes.
exactly. Where now it's getting a lot harder to get to the quarterback. So I mean, I understand that it was an overcorrection to hit David Carr. I understand that it's an overcorrection with what happened to Tom Brady. I think there was a third quarterback that
Josh
also
Allen.
Josh
It
Allen
happened
is
to
another
Josh
one.
Allen last week.
Yeah.
Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday prior. Josh Allen, he was against the Ravens. They wrapped him up and brought him down, and it was clearly clean. And they were like roughing the passer because Josh Allen is so fragile. The guy is built like a sequoia tree. What the
He
flying fuck?
goes in for tackles.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're trying to tackle
He
me?
challenges
Try.
defenders. Yeah,
Like that one
and
also.
trucking people and shit. Yeah,
That's the other one where it's like I get like Brady's old and Mahomes.
he's Brady.
And Mahomes is much small. Excuse me, Derek Carr is much smaller than Chris Jones.
they treat Brady like a museum exhibit. That's true. Like, oh, we can't fuck this
Yeah.
mummy up.
Yeah.
yeah, like so. Yeah, that's
After he
so.
pl-
That's why I always expect it with him. He's a relic and
Yeah.
he's an artifact now.
After he plays, he goes into a sarcophagus
Folds his arms.
without his wife.
Oh,
An avocado sarcophagus.
you know Tom
Got a
Brady.
football helmet on instead of like the pharaoh
He's
headdress.
gonna date some young Instagram model. He'll be fine.
You think he's gonna go full Leo?
Yeah, for a little bit, anyways. He's definitely sports Leo if there ever was one.
I'm glad someone, Rakeen, brought up his name. Jerome Boger. Why does that guy still have a job?
No idea.
Who is he?
He is the head official. He was officiating the game where the Brady roughing the passer took place. But they literally like removed his officiating crew from a playoff game last year because they're so terrible.
He's back.
Yeah, it's like it was like they gave him like a suspension, like he was a player or something, like he was Devontae Adams pushing a cameraman. So
He didn't mean to.
shit. Yes, he did.
He's a Raider. What do you
I
expect?
saw someone. I saw.
They're animals, you know.
I was telling you, what's in that Raider water? You get to the Raiders.
He was such a nice guy in Green Bay.
Yeah, Devontae's going nuts.
It's what.
Delightful.
It's
No, don't you know? We don't want any part of you guys.
Call an animal.
it's what a
We have
losing.
been.
It's what a losing culture will do to a man. I mean, Devontae Adams is used to success, and they don't have that with the Raiders right now.
No.
I'm telling you,
I love when that happens. I truly love when winners go to shitty teams. It's the best.
The worst thing about it is like, so Devontae Adams shoved the cameraman. Whatever. It's just like, I don't feel bad
Did he
for
though?
you. Shoved him?
Yeah,
It looked like a bump.
No, he.
it was a
Yeah, that's what the guy did. It was forced. It was
No, time out. Okay,
physics, right?
play it. Show it.
No, he shut the shit out of him. The guy ran in front of him.
He was running to his job.
He was running and he accidentally bumped into Devontae
part of your
Adams.
job is taking those cameras.
I'm not seeing the video, mind you. So
You have
I'm
not seen the videos?
I'm not.
So you're talking out of your ass right
You're
now.
gonna-
Yeah,
You're gonna
I like him in the Taco Bell commercial.
You're gonna
Wait,
crack.
what?
He's great in the Taco Bell commercial.
You're giving him a pass because it came out in a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah.
Just show him it, because you're gonna laugh your ass off.
Would
When
you-
you see this?
I'm defending Devontae
would you-
Adams.
Would you give Watson a pass if he made a Taco
Fuck
Bell commercial?
no. I hope he chokes on those tacos. Fuck
Also,
Watson.
that's you went from like fucking loitering to a murderer.
Yeah, that was a big
Very
jump.
different.
You didn't
A guy accidentally bumping into a cameraman to a
It
predator.
was not an accidental bump.
I don't know about that.
But you haven't seen the video.
I read about it though.
Just play both angles.
It's angles,
There's the top down where it looks like he shook the shit out of him.
and it's the one where he
The
does it.
bottom one where the guy runs in front of him. The guy's like, the fuck out of the way.
He runs in front of him and he trips.
He's not true.
No, none of that.
Okay,
Fuck out of my way.
that was gentle as fuck.
That was gentle as fuck.
Yeah,
Remember that these men can bench press.
that was a flop.
They're all cops.
They are all cops. That was a
Is
flop.
there the other angle?
You're defending a Raider.
Yeah, I like that. I
like
Raiders.
Devontae
Yeah, I like Devontae Adams. He's great in the Taco Bell commercial. Have you seen it? You telling me, have you seen the Taco Bell commercial?
He's actually really good in those tacos.
He's great in the Taco Bell commercial.
He's really good at pushing cameramen to the ground too.
He's good at gently, like
There was
touching the
nothing
camera. Just like
gentle.
me doing this and fucking Gertz going out the window. It's a flop.
Marcus is on Twitter too.
Yeah, I forget where I saw it. I think it was on Twitter.
Sally streams. It was a flop.
I don't think. I think the other angle is actually worse. I did find it.
I thought it was too when I saw it. I was like,
That didn't look that
That
bad.
guy is literally just running. He's running somewhere.
Is this the other angle?
Yeah, he's like Devontae intercepts him. Get the fuck
Look,
out of here.
This is what I see. I'm a juror. This is what I see.
Okay.
I see this guy running where he shouldn't be as players are trying to get back to the locker room.
That's his
And
job.
and Devontae was coming. Also, it's like the two trains where they meet. It's a goddamn. It's a question on the
Sally
math
streams
test.
have a really funny comment. It's like, that Taco Bell production staff need to stay away.
Anyone with a camera needs
They
to stay
got a
away
good
from
commercial
Devontae
out of it.
Adams.
But no, it was two forces coming in the same point.
He's trying to go
And
somewhere
Devontae's
else.
walking, this guy's running, and they meet at the same point, and Devontae just acting like, whoa, man. And then the guy falls back.
This is not the.
Not at all.
That's what I saw.
This is not how you do a whoa man.
That's what he
This
did.
is not how you do a whoa man.
It's like, oh, like if someone's coming at me full force, I'm gonna be like, whoa.
First
and
of all-
this guy flopped and flew across
First of all,
the room.
he apologized. He knows he fucked up.
the cameraman.
No.
No,
Cameraman
Devontae.
should apologize.
For what?
Because he got in his way. The man just had a loss. That was a
I
tough
don't know why I
loss.
thought I'd have a rational conversation and dialogue.
He shouldn't have been in the man's trajectory.
No hot takes, remember?
How is that a hot take? I'm looking at the same video y'all are looking at.
Can you play it again, please? I don't think Tommy's watching this.
I'm looking at it. What am I missing here? Walking in my way. Boom. Where did you come from? I don't know.
Like no,
That's
no,
what
the
that
whole thing-
was. That's what that
Here's
was.
what the gesture is.
Okay.
If you push someone and he'd been like, "Oh shit," like, he didn't
Yes.
make an active effort to try.
He just lost the game,
I don't give a
TJ.
fuck.
Yeah. Did he lose to that cameraman? Did that cameraman make him look like a damn fool?
Literally a cop.
Here's why.
We need to be. Your team's crazy.
I wasn't a part of it. He named three.
If Devontae pushed you like that, you would sue the shit out of him.
He would not.
Yes, he would.
He would never sue Devontae.
Fucking up.
No, he's
He was
talking.
in the man's way.
He's saying you would sue Devontae.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm saying both of you would. You're leaving money on the table if you
Man,
don't
making
sue
fucking
him.
Taco Bell commercials. You goddamn right I'm suing him.
Yeah.
My neck
But I still
hurts.
like him. I'll still have a Devontae Adams jersey. Can I sue him to get an autographed jersey?
Huh? Sure.
along with the money?
That's
My
literally-
point still stands. You still sue him, so sure.
That's just a smart economical decision.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean I don't like the guy. It
here's what-
doesn't mean that one isn't true. That's not his fault.
Here's why I feel no sympathy about like he did it because he was frustrated. He went 3 for 7 that night. 3 catches out of 7 attempts.
Yeah, play better.
It was against Tyler. Was it Tyler?
I am not.
The Chiefs don't have a very good defense.
Okay. At least with the Raiders. What do you want?
I get being a competitor. I get warrant. Like
His
I get,
quarterback is Derek Carr.
I get.
I'd
being
be mad
frustrated.
too.
I get being
That's
frustrated.
his homie. That's why he
It
went
ain't
to
his home,
Oakland.
not
But
anymore.
you don't take your. But emotions should never let you take anything to being physical unless it warrants.
I don't think he was, man. I think what I saw was I'm walking, I'm looking down, I'm walking. Oh, where'd this guy come from? I'm scared.
I'm
I'm scared. What's he scared of, Tommy?
A man popped out of nowhere.
Is he scared someone else? Is he scared that someone else is going to film him suck? Because that's what he was doing all
Well, he's
night.
on national television, so I hope he's not afraid of that.
So where
'cause
do
he
y'all
did
think
that.
this should have like landed in terms of the NFL intercepting? Here's my delta.
Yeah.
I do not co-sign filing any police report. Like,
No,
I
that's
mean, I know,
stupid.
like because he did, and I was like,
I
that's
just
really
defended
dumb.
him here. The court of law definitely would. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
it's
like,
fine.
I was like, yeah, you know, cameraman, don't go over beyond your means. This could have been an easy W for you had you talked to Devontae, you know, figure something out.
Could have gave
Get
you an
your-
autographed jersey.
Yeah, get your dollars in your hands and keep it moving.
Did he file a police report?
He did.
Oh, that's a little much.
Yeah, I was like, that's a lot of much.
Yeah.
Now y'all on
file
my
a civil
side.
suit instead.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, get money for it because, like, I'm not
Don't
going to
be
let.
stupid.
That would be dumb to let that opportunity slide.
Listen to Gertz.
Yeah, because Devontae's 100.
You just said you would not listen to Gertz.
No, I said I would sue the man.
Yeah.
But I still like him, and I
Yeah.
would still defend him on this.
I would sue him. I wouldn't push criminal charges.
No, I don't want him to go to jail. I just want that money.
Exactly.
That's all.
And he's 100% at fault. I'm getting that money.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not his fault, but if you three think it, then maybe a jury or a judge might too.
Oh fuck no! I mean, I'm not co-signing anything criminal, but I am co-signing, you know, getting that dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your
But
bucket.
yeah, I mean, do I think that? I guess I'm like, that's a. I don't. The only reason why I'm hesitant to put the suspension on there is just because I don't want that to be a precedent. Because you know, those people who work on the field, they should be treated
That are in
just-
the way.
I just watched an incredibly rich man push someone who makes way less money than him to the ground. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
He reared back
This
to
was-
hit him.
Yeah.
If he was at Taco Bell, and it was like it was a situation where like he's trying to walk in and the guy's trying to walk out.
Says this is worse than firing Tua.
But I'm saying, and it was the same situation. I'm walking out of my car. We're both going to the entrance of a Taco Bell. You're coming this way. I'm going this way. I'm looking down.
I'm saying-
and all of a sudden you're there, and I might push you into the door.
You would push him into the door?
Not purposely, but like it's a
He
reflex.
did it on purpose,
It looked
for
like
one.
a reflex to me.
If a millionaire shoves me to the ground, I'm suing the shit out of him.
Again, yes. Yes.
That's a lot of people's
All day,
dream.
every
That's
day
my
sue.
dream.
Yeah.
Get a settlement for sure. That's been my dream since I
of
was
all,
8.
why are you acting like peripheral vision doesn't exist? Like I
When
can't
you're
see
looking
Sam.
down.
He wasn't
I
looking
missed
down.
It looked like he was looking down.
How many games suspension?
He's going to get one
None
game.
from me.
One probably.
One, if
That's worth
anything.
4 rapes.
No.
Deshaun.
He got 11 games.
That's not how that math works.
That's not. I'm not even saying that currency. That's not an exchange.
That's not-
Shush.
Technically, he ain't lying according to the NFL's rule of law. He's around that. Yeah, he ain't
If
completely
anything,
off. But yeah.
we can all agree that Deshaun should have been suspended way longer. Yeah.
Yes.
Years.
Yes.
2 fucking seasons at minimum. And fined like $8 million.
First of all, the
Thank
Goodell,
God they can't hear.
first of all, the Goodell wheel doesn't even make sense. Like
No.
No, it doesn't.
It's like that episode of South Park where they cut the head off the chicken, the Margaritaville episode. It really is like that.
I mean,
because Zeke got 6 for nothing, basically. And then,
Didn't
like,
even
what is
hear.
it? What's the Falcons player that bet on a game?
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin
Still sitting out.
Indefinite, right?
Indefinite.
Oh, my
but I mean,
goodness.
if like I'm gonna keep it simple. The reason why I said a game, you know, Mike Evans got shoved somebody, and that was more heated of context. But I don't really care.
Yeah, a
Shove
game.
somebody. That's a game.
Boom,
That's
that's fine.
Keep it simple.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Call it a day.
Aaron fucking Donalds had a Kimbo helmet swinging at people. He didn't get shit.
He also should have got suspended.
But it was practice different rules. So see, it's all fucked up.
I
in the
thought he should have
NFL.
been suspended.
Nah, but he
Hey.
was on Draymond rules.
Yeah.
That's the NBA.
Yeah, did he get suspended?
They haven't
Different
had a
sport.
season yet, so
I do like that.
Goddamn.
Just
He's-
practice squad, you get to
He
fight.
slid a dude, man. Like, that's rough.
That was a sucker punch.
Oh, like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, I like that a bunch of NBA players are coming out like, man, that happens all the time. Like they're trying to be
Retired
tough.
ones, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I watch NBA games. You guys flop more than anyone else this side of
LeBron
soccer.
mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't come at me like you're acting tough now that someone that you play with got caught being an asshole on camera.
Also, if you accept being punched
Yeah.
in the face as like an actor, no.
Quit flopping. That's my thing.
That was a real flop.
if this was so commonplace, then why are you guys flopping so much during games?
Yeah,
This
shoot,
ain't the fucking 70s. Get out of here.
Yeah.
they should be taking elbows to the face like,
Yeah.
Fucking NBA. Yeah, I can't stand an NBA player these days. They're so coddled. Jesus.
old school NBA was
Play
rough.
with Wilt. Or Bill
No,
Russell.
okay.
Or
Yeah.
Bill Lamb beer.
No, for real, no. To be honest,
Good old days.
if this was like 90s before basketball, well
Yeah.
then players coming out and being like, that happens all the time in practice. Like, yeah, that
I
makes sense.
believe it.
Like,
Totally
I bet it
believe
does.
that.
Steve Kerr was like, what happened all the time? When I played, yeah, you played in the 80s and 90s, Kerr.
With Michael Jordan, I feel like he bet money on those fights.
Yeah, yeah.
Just at practice.
Also,
Michael
Draymond
Jordan
Green,
Fight Club.
Draymond Green punched a player who's way more valuable than he is. That's
At this point, yes.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
No right to. But bringing it back, yeah, just
Draymond
shove.
has his foot halfway in like
Keep it moving.
color commentary and shit. and yeah, let him go.
well, what was I gonna say? We're moving on to the next subject
Next
real
topic.
quick.
I'm excited for this.
Math.
Oh, no.
Oh, the death of football. Yes.
Yeah, what's up with this?
This is Gertz's topic. Gertz
Nice.
has never made a suggestion for a topic before, and he
No,
was like,
y'all, you give me topics all the time. So
I
yeah,
literally put it in the group chat, so it's like if anyone has notes, give me.
I like your style.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this was just a hot topic. I mean, it's been going on in recent years, but it happened back to back, kind of like the bad roughing the passer calls, where teams made decisions that everyone was scratching their heads at. And whenever that happens, analytics is the thing that always gets brought up.
Right.
It happened with, surprise, surprise, the Chargers against the Browns.
That sent you that headline.
Yeah. So you're aware. Yeah. And also it happened last night with the Raiders and the Chiefs because the Raiders had a chance to tie up the game by going for a PAT. But instead, they tried to go for two to go up by one, which, I mean, I think anyone who saw it, because they did it with about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, I think everybody who saw it was like, what are you doing? And I've heard people try to justify it through analytics, and it's like, well, you're playing against Patrick Mahomes, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, I mean, if you get the extra point, they have to get a field goal to beat you.
Right.
But if you get no points, they have to do nothing to beat you. So analytically, I guess, I don't know. It just seems like it's something that common sense is flying out the window because people want to sound smart.
Turning to baseball, right?
A little bit.
A little bit too much. This is football.
A little bit.
Like the whole like one thing, I know you hate the guy, but one thing I do like about him is the fourth down thing.
Brandon Staley?
Yeah.
Did you think that was the good call this past?
No. And that's where the gut instinct, common sense thing comes into play.
Right.
If it's 4th and 1,
Yeah.
and your fucking running back is at like 98 yards in the third,
Yeah.
give it to that motherfucker, go.
Yeah, 'cause-
Like, you don't have to go one way or the other.
Data only matters in the context of which it exists.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, 4th and 2, percentage-wise. It's like, yeah, but who's on the field right now? Who
Yes.
are we playing against?
And that's
How have we been doing thus far?
yeah, who's playing well?
and that's the whole thing. I think that, and this is a tricky one because football has a habit of applying this statistic that happened in 1979 in comparison
Yeah.
to today and backwards Tuesdays. Tom Brady has the best air percentage on every night there's a full moon, like shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
There was a full moon last night.
that's what I'm saying.
No, and the Bengals, yeah, someone else brought them up. I'm sorry.
But like in terms of like the variables with data, not that I don't value and understand the nuance that comes with that. Totally, you have statistics, you can back it up, whatever. But to your point, Gertz, the composition of players, the composition of different makes with the team, schema, like there's so many different points that make those variables become not mute, but almost mute because of the considerations you have on the field, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, cool. Going against Patrick Mahomes, not right now. You're going against a defense.
Yeah.
And you're going
Yeah.
against what you've been able to put up and do throughout the rest of the half. No matter what, they get the ball back. Let me phrase that. 2 out of your 3 scenarios, they get the ball back and have to make a kick regardless to win the game.
Yeah.
One of your scenarios, at the very least, you can come out and extend the time you get to play.
And there was plenty of time left on the clock, too. If it was like, oh, there's only 20 seconds left,
Yeah.
we're going for 2 because we.
Hell, 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Then I would understand it more. It's like, okay, yeah, you're
It's crunch time.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy if we're up. But it's like 4.5 minutes left. It's like they're getting the ball back at some point either
And
way.
it's fucking Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's going to score. He's going to fucking score.
If he has
And
to.
yeah, and your fucking
I don't
two-point
even think
conversion ain't gonna
he didn't
mean
even
shit.
score, actually.
That's right. They
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, if they tied it up, like that ended up being
He
the
would have
final
given
score.
it to Travis Kelce again. That was insanity. Whoever has him in fantasy, that's good for you.
But yeah, like I've heard Shannon Sharp say it's like analytics is going to get a lot of coaches fired, and I think he's right.
This season, probably.
Yeah.
The end of this season.
I mean, to go back, because we're going to have a few hot takes about that Raiders-Chiefs game. I don't understand why they pulled away from Jacobs.
Yeah.
Every time he touched the ball,
Yeah.
it
he
was
was
5.
killing it.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Completely proved me wrong about running backs. Analytics, that's right. Josh McDaniel.
Yeah,
He literally got him a first down before the 2
It
failed
looked
pass
like he couldn't be
attempts.
stopped. That could have been like a 200-yard game for him.
For sure.
Yeah, like he was just slicing through him like nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And he was a player that Sam was talking about. They wanted to get rid of for a little bit
I did.
because, yeah.
I think it was 50 option.
he gets injured a lot, but he's one of those players like Saquon. They get injured, but when they get their chance, they will do great until they get injured again. And that look, that's a risk you take.
Yeah.
If you decide to keep a Josh Jacobs or a Saquon Barkley,
Yeah.
You're
that's
rolling
on,
the dice for performance.
it's on you. You're going to be waiting a while. But you know what? Those guys are good, but keep drafting like Damian Pierce is in the 4th fucking round, and you might be all right.
You got really lucky with that one. You know that, right?
I trust in my GM. My new GM. He's new. He's new. No.
Tommy.
Can I look? He got a thing. Let me have my little soapbox Texans thing. It'll take 5 minutes after this. Okay.
Okay.
It's been a while. So
I'm gonna
sure.
rub in. I'm gonna make. I want to shit on the Steelers while I do it. So it's all comes full circle.
You're all still at the bottom.
Yeah.
You're in the middle. Always.
According to Stephen A's power rankings, the Vikings are
I
number
don't
5.
trust no Stephen Ray. Stephen A. is not a football guy. He is a basketball guy.
I don't trust Stephen Ray either. I've never heard of him.
Never heard of Stevie Ray? You don't trust Stevie Ray?
Stevie Ray Vaughan?
What kind of Austinite are you?
Oh, don't look over here. I'm chilling.
Oh,
I'm fine.
yeah, you are. You're doing,
Yeah, don't look over here. I'm
you're doing
good.
quite well. Hey, Matthew Stafford was my next in line for worst quarterback on that whole section.
Why? He's not doing.
He lost against the Cowboys.
Actually, you know what?
So did your boy Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
It's a good team.
I would even say save your.
Bengals are not good. They lost
No,
to
that's
the...
Bengals. I'm talking about the
Oh,
Cowboys.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But no, I would say save your soapbox for the next topic because it'll be perfect.
I was just going to
Okay.
close out that football teams hire coaches, not calculators. Like,
That's what I'm saying. There are times where I'm totally game for people leaning into analytics.
Yeah, it's a place.
It's a time and
and I'm
place
like,
for it.
but in game time or crunch time, like there's a whole reason why you're a person there.
Yeah.
You catch the wind, you catch the flavor. Like you're supposed to be reading, like and being like dynamically deciding, and instinct calls. I'd rather a coach come out and say I fucked up on a call than for
Yeah.
them to say I win with the analytics. That's dumb.
yeah, like who are the best coaches right now?
Right now,
Mike Tomlin
the Giants
always.
coach.
Brian
He's
Daboll.
number one.
Yeah.
Brian Daboll is number one
Yeah.
for
I don't know
sure.
how he's doing what he's doing.
He's a good coach, man. He was sought after for a reason.
Yeah.
His bald head just kind of thinks of the weirdest things. And it's working. Run, Lamar, run.
Brainiac.
But even like in like body of work, I think most of them aren't really that into analytics. I don't think Andy Reid's that into analytics.
No.
I mean, I know for sure.
Where's
Dan-
Aaron's for sure ain't.
Oh fuck no, he's the opposite of that.
Yeah, I don't think Bill Belichick's that into analytics. I know Mike Tomlin's not that.
Oh,
into
Sean
analytics.
McDermott. Is
Yeah.
he an analytical guy?
I don't know.
I don't think Sean Payton was.
No, fuck no.
I don't think Andy Reid is for sure.
Andy-
Andy Reid
Reid's
definitely
not.
is. Sean McDermott might be.
He's a defensive coach.
He could still be in analytics a bit.
Like
No.
I mean, what is it? Who is
Because
it?
then you're Brandon Staley.
Shit, still
Oh, true.
still
Oh,
blank on his
no.
name, but the dude from the Dolphins might be. But that's only
Logic?
because
Logic, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just because I
The
feel
good
like
McDaniels.
I mean, I feel like he's playing chess over there in Dolphins
Mike
land.
McDaniels,
so
yeah.
he'll be fine. But go ahead.
All right. No, it's he wants us Soapbox to talk about the what is it? The gospel of the Texans? Is that what you're
That
going to
we're
call it?
not the worst team in the NFL.
Well, actually, that's what I was saying. For this next topic, it'd be perfect for him to do Soapbox when
What's
we
the
get
next
there.
topic?
We're redoing our power rankings. We're going to do it every.
Oh no, it's not, because they're still low. But
Oh, okay,
they're
go
not
ahead.
last. Because we're not doing from all 32. We're
No.
like doing
We're
top
moving
5.
things around, seeing where we fucked
So-
up. Every 5 weeks, we're going to retouch it.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. Every quarter of the season that works.
Quarter of a season was last week, actually.
I don't know math.
Yeah, I was like, you said every
Tommy's not into analytics.
every 5 weeks,
But
and it's
he ain't
like,
lying.
no, just go ahead. My bad.
I failed math. the point I did.
I'm not good at math either.
Thank you, Gertz. But yeah, no. The Texans are not the worst team in the NFL. Contrary to what Vegas says, it's them. They are the worst. And good for you, because you can get a good quarterback.
How, I don't think it's actually us.
I don't
The
think it's-
Panthers
No.
are still there.
Like,
All right,
who-
fuck,
this is literally why TJ was like,
Yeah.
hold off. And the conversation of redoing power rankings really goes to looking at them and seeing who's the
Are we
worst.
doing top 5, top 5,
We're
and lowest
moving
5?
everyone around.
doing all of
Everyone's
them.
getting moved.
All right, fine.
Oh, we're in it together, man. We're bottom tier.
It's true. Welcome to the pits of hell, Gertz.
The Pittsburghs of hell.
Speaking of the pits of hell, so this is the power rankings we did in the preseason. I set everything up.
Oh,
There's one that's so bad.
Oh, we're really doing it. Okay.
Yeah, the worst team that we guessed was
Oh,
the
you
Falcons.
Save this.
Yes. The best team was the
Bills.
So some things may be wrong, some things may be right, but let's start out the conversation with exactly the topic that you wanted to talk
Okay, I
about.
didn't know we were doing this. All right.
Bottom tier.
Who is the worst team in the NFL right
Put the
now?
Panthers at the bottom. I think they're bad.
I say the Steelers.
Who is the Panthers? Do they have?
It's
They have
between the Panthers and the Steelers.
Panthers have one win.
Yes.
Who's it against? Is it someone in their division?
Let me check.
That does matter,
Yeah, because the Steelers' one win is against someone in their division.
as is ours.
Yeah.
The Panthers beat the Saints.
That is division.
That is a division. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Panthers and Steelers are about the same. What about the Raiders? They're 1-1.
They beat the Broncos.
Okay.
No, that's a freebie. Throw the Raiders at the bottom. That's a freebie, and you know it.
That's a team I don't feel they're as bad. I gotta put them.
Are the Broncos not on the bottom?
I don't think
They should be.
No, I don't think the Raiders are that bad. I just think the Broncos being your only win should make it at the bottom.
Oh,
Bullshit hold
The-
off from beating the Chiefs.
They will win another game. They will win a few more games. I have no doubt.
The Lions are really bad too.
They are really bad.
They got curb stomped.
I like how one game undid all that goodwill.
Yeah, man.
5 weeks of goodwill undone by one game.
You know what's funny, and I didn't know. I don't mean to put salt in the wound. I didn't know that holding call that Sam complains about. The last time it was called was against the Raiders. It was Khalil Mack in 2015.
You're not allowed to do
telling you,
that.
man.
It's still by the rules.
I know.
You know what
It wasn't
it's like?
a bad call. It's like
Look,
you're
That guy's taking a
you're not allowed to do that.
Can't do it. You just can't do it.
That's the
You know
rule.
what's funny?
You're a fucking cop.
Sammy is Randy Quaid in Independence Day. So it's like all conspiracy theories, and then you look at it like, damn, that was a bad call.
So
All play football. You know
I had to watch Heath Miller catch a ball in the end zone, get a touchdown, and then be told you didn't catch it. And I looked at it and I was like, by the letter of the law, they're right. And that
right.
fucking sucks.
Yeah,
So this isn't me
rough.
being a hater. It's like, that's the rule. It's a dumb
They
rule.
could have let it go.
No, he was holding. He literally,
That's true.
they literally couldn't.
back of his head was awesome.
I'll
Just
make,
don't do that dumb thing. That's all.
Offsetting penalty.
Don't be dumb. Like, Raiders, don't be dumb. Like, come on.
So we have Washington as the worst.
I have. Here you go. I'll make it
yeah.
easy for you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Here are the worst teams in
Actually.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
the worst teams from just strictly
Statistics.
analytics perspective.
Hey, our favorite
1 and
word.
4 are the Steelers. 1 and 3 and 1 are the Texans. The Raiders are 1 and 4. The Commanders are 1 and 4. The Lions are 1 and 4. The Panthers are 1 and 4. And then if you just want the bottom of like the other two,
No, those are all that
Yeah,
matter.
I mean those are the ones that are really like lowest.
Yeah.
And then honestly, the Broncos should be 0 and whatever, but they're in D tier. I don't care. I do not care.
Oh, they're
in D
absolutely.
tier.
They're absolutely.
They're trash.
You can't only do this
we
for
will
so
move
long.
things around.
Yeah.
So just to solidify,
He ain't
who is
lying.
the worst team?
Statistically, the Steelers are worse than the Texans. He proved it.
Oh, I'm not arguing that.
I think the Panthers are worse.
I think that I
It's a
also
personal
think,
opinion.
I also think the Panthers are worse.
All personal opinions. Statistically, it's them.
No, it's not statistically. The
You
Panthers
said-
are 1-4.
Analytically, it's the Steelers.
No, I'm saying the worst records. Just in general, they are grouped by division. It's like-
I need actual factuals
I
to
think
prove that we're better than them.
I think
We are
all-
starting with the worst team, and then we'll move on from there.
and no one is saying the Texans are the worst team.
Okay.
We're not pushing you on your.
Yeah.
Why are you being so defensive?
Because I'm so used to that
Yeah.
being the case.
Yeah.
When have we ever jumped on you for the Texans
Everyone
being
else
bad?
does. Not so much you guys, but everyone outside of this.
You know what else?
apartment
You know.
does.
You know. Finally, I get.
Most
to,
of them are Texans
well,
fans.
fine. You know, I get to be pissed off. I'm on the inverse. In any other fucking division, we'd be number 1, and we're not.
This was last year. You would be number one.
Your entire division, with the exception of the Commanders,
The best, one of the best
Doing pretty
divisions in
well.
fucking
no, it's
the
not
NFL.
one. It is actually.
It is literally the best division. How the fuck? This is a weird season, man.
Yeah.
This is bizarre.
So I think
Let's start. I think the easiest way, starting off with teams.
yeah,
Where do we feel like they should be where they are?
Panthers.
Hell
yes.
no.
I feel like the Panthers should be all the way at the bottom.
I think Panthers should be.
Oh, so the bottom starts
Yeah.
way over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Falcons ain't terrible.
They're not.
They're not
either.
good.
No, they're not good, but they got hustled.
But we were we were wrong by saying they would be the worst team at the very least.
Yeah. Cardinals might be worse than them right now.
Yes. So we'll move.
Yeah,
we'll move them
there
around
you
for right
go.
now, and then we'll see who gets pushed up to C.
New York doesn't need to be there.
I would say.
No. Keep on with the D tier.
I would.
you're
I
sticking
think
to
some
D
teams
tier.
need to move down a D tier, like the Commanders for sure.
Commander should be D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Commanders should move down
Uh-oh.
to D.
There we go.
I don't know about the Raiders, but maybe the Broncos.
No, put the
Broncos
Broncos in
need
D.
to be in
Put
D
the
tier.
Broncos in D.
They could be at the very end
Because I could.
because they are winning. It's
They're-
ugly and it's very unentertaining, but they are.
Their defense is legit.
Yeah.
So like if they're in D, they're the best of.
They're holding teams to like less than
So-
20, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah. So
No, but also like let's put this in perspective. That last game was Matt Ryan. Doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Colts, where we putting them?
Oh, they're also dropping.
They need to be in D
Fine.
tier.
No, I will argue because now it's getting my Colts involved.
Yeah. Okay, well,
these
it's-
might be C
Look,
tiers.
it's getting a little crowded. We need to move someone out of D tier. Who
Seahawks
should be moved out?
Seahawks gotta get bumped.
Seahawks.
They deserve
The
to be
Seahawks get bumped to C or B.
Yeah,
We'll
they
figure.
deserve C.
They
Not
deserve
B.
C.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely
say
Put them at
C.
top of C.
New York.
And New York gets all the way to B.
New York gets a B.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now, and
No,
I
I'm
might
saying-
argue
Wait, where's B? Hold on.
B's the middle one.
What color?
Orange.
Okay, no, it's A.
No, okay,
Oh, wait,
slightly.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Other orange.
it's two oranges.
S is definitely going to go. Like you could see him in the Super Bowl. A is definitely going to the playoffs. B is could make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York deserves to be in. Yeah, B.
I think so.
Definitely.
They are winning despite not having things.
Yeah.
Great coaching, man.
Yeah.
Like Miami.
I would say the
Blanco Lamar is my favorite, baby.
I would say the Panthers probably move. I mean, the Jaguars move up to C.
They lost against the Texans. They're fugazi. Don't believe the hype.
They're just not the trashiest of
You know
trash.
what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think C's fair for
Put the Lions in D.
The Lions should go to D.
Yeah.
One loss?
It's not
It was
one.
one
They're
game.
1-4.
They're putting up 30.
They have one win.
They're 1-4.
It's the one
But
win.
those are they play hard.
They're
They got heart.
1-4.
They're losers.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they
You
literally.
want to hear something crazy? I didn't know they only won one game.
Yeah.
Because the hype they've been getting, you would think.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they've been scoring like 35 points a game and still losing.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And look, he put Jacksonville at the very end of that tier because they're not gonna.
we
they're gonna
already
fail.
just decided Panthers are the worst ones.
No, of the tier that they're in.
Oh yes, yeah. We'll
We'll move up.
we'll move up by
We can
right now.
rearrange.
Focus on D.
Focus on
Focusing on D.
who is the worst, and I think
Raiders need to be
C, probably.
Yeah.
What?
Stop it.
I trust
Focus
that.
on D.
I'm sorry.
All right. Is
That's
there anybody
about right,
else?
Then yeah, I think we're good. Huh?
Is there anybody else that belongs in D tier?
I think the Falcons should be bumped up.
I think the Falcons should be bumped up to C. And
Really?
Yes, and I think the Raiders should be down in D. The Raiders have one
How,
win.
no, fuck that. Hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone. How the hell are the Falcons gonna be in C and the Lions not?
Because
They
the
both
Falcons
have one win.
No, the Falcons have 2 wins.
Do they?
Yes.
Against
And then also, it's not
Pay
all.
attention.
I don't watch Falcons football. I'm sorry.
And I would also say that I'm not really going to decide this just on record. I will make the vouch for like if a 1-4 team like looked good, then I defend them, but they don't. So I'm not.
You hate Jared Goff. I'm not listening to you.
This has nothing to do with that.
There's a lot of 1-4
They're
teams.
putting up like over.
That's not a
25
good thing
points a
if you're
game.
losing.
How
Their
many
defense
points?
is terrible.
How many points did they put up against the Patriots this weekend,
That's
Tommy?
one game. They've been doing okay up to the one game.
You know the
They've been-
Patriots are not even probably a B tier team, right?
Zappy is legit.
Zap your dumbass.
Hot take. He's not terrible. He's like Heineke.
Who doesn't have a job, or
Is
is
he backup? I think he's
is he
back up to
backup?
Carson Wentz, but that's might as well not have a job. Yeah.
Backing that guy up, shit.
Is there any other
I
teams
think
that
that
belong
looks
in
good.
D?
Yeah, the Steelers.
Okay, the
The
Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah, how the hell do we let them?
The
Yeah,
the
they're the worst
Steelers.
team, literally.
The Raiders.
I think Raider. Do they belong in C or D?
I will.
They're 1-4.
So
They
I
are
actually-
1-4 by your logic.
No, this is one where I will push up a little bit. I think they're bottom of C.
I think they're bottom of C too.
Okay, fine.
How?
1 point away from being
'Cause of
the
Josh Jacobs.
eventually.
No, I think they actually have to me the Raiders.
I think they're a better team than y'all give them credit for.
No, I said they're bottom of C.
You're
But
the, you're
Derek
the
Carr
one
is-
arguing to put them in D.
Because Derek Carr's their quarterback.
D is for Derek.
And C is for Carr. So shut up.
I've just seen them blow big leads time and again, and that's a sign of a bad team.
They are a bad
They're a
team.
bad team.
But I don't think they're the trash level where
They
they're
aren't
gonna finish.
trash level. They're just
Like I don't look at them and
old
like
school bad.
baby vomit in my mouth.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
when I look at the Broncos,
All right.
and the Broncos have a better record than all these, and we still put them in D.
I don't
deserve
think
to
I don't
be.
think they should be in D.
I think
should
they
be-
do.
I think they have twice as many wins as the Raiders.
But you want to watch? You want to go back and watch those wins?
This isn't about watchability. This isn't about that at all.
Those were painful games.
Let's shift around the bottom 10. see what
Fine,
we got.
I will. Okay,
So
I
the
can
worst. We're right.
Wait. Do the
is
Saints belong in the bottom tier?
No, they're C.
I
Okay.
think they're C.
No, wait, hold on. Where's C?
The Saints have 2
We need
wins.
to bump them down. We'll
All
get
right,
to that
we'll
later.
get that. So at
D
D,
tier, we need to rearrange.
so D tier, I
the
would
worst
say
is Steelers.
I would say Panthers, Commanders, Steelers.
Nah.
Panthers, Commanders, Steelers.
Why would you say that?
Because I think the Steelers are better than the Commanders
Why,
and the
though?
Panthers. Because I think we have a better quarterback than both of those
Pickett?
teams. Yes.
Did you see his numbers the last game?
Yeah, I think Pickett's.
4 interceptions was.
I think Pickett's better than Baker
the Bills.
Mayfield and Carson
Huh?
Wentz.
The Bills.
I don't care. The Dolphins beat them.
With Tua.
They had 2.
Exactly.
Stop it! No more Tua slander. You're on ban.
The man ain't dead, okay? Jesus, he's
He's
just
literally home watching MacGruber again.
he should stay there. Stop playing football, do something else. Coach, be a youth pastor. Like he's good at a lot of things.
Also, the Steelers won win against the Bengals, the team that you love, by the way.
They're going through a bad rough
It's an more impressive win than the Panthers.
Is it
Yeah,
though?
I'm actually gonna. So I
don't
think
think it
Broncos
is.
and Colts move up
And it's
one.
division.
To C tier?
Oh, fuck
The reason
no.
I'm justifying Colts, they
No.
beat KC. That's a win. That's a W.
That's true.
They
That's
beat KC.
a
That's it.
fluke game.
Doesn't matter.
No, their win is KC.
God.
You got to see this as a college power rankings. They
I'm
don't
seeing
matter.
this as by
But
the
if
eye-
And the Colts are 2-2.
College goes by the eye test also.
yeah, that's stupid sometimes. I think that if you beat Alabama, which is basically what the Colts did, you get several
That
spots.
ain't Alabama. That's like
The
Auburn.
Chiefs are not
They're
Alabama.
like Auburn.
I think the Chiefs are like the second or third best team in the league.
Okay, it's like literally beating the Georgia Bulldogs.
No, that's 2. They're ranked number 2. Who's
Yeah,
the 3rd
we're-
ranked?
I think you have to go by what they've.
Oh, Ohio State, cool.
Yeah, Ohio State.
So
I could beat Ohio State.
who could beat
Big
Ohio
10.
State?
Hey,
Big
hey,
Ten.
hey, for NFL.
Yeah.
I'm
NFL.
sorry.
Stop it.
I just want
Pay
to. I want to
attention.
stick to this comparison. Do you think the Texans can beat the Chiefs?
Fuck no.
Okay, exactly.
No, not even blindfolded with one hand tied behind their backs.
Yeah, they could actually sit Mahomes.
They could sit, period, on the field and still fucking beat the Texans.
Look at Kumbaya.
We know where Tommy sits. Do you guys think the Panthers and Commanders are worse than the Steelers, or do you think the Steelers?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I mean they're piss poor teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could make
don't know,
I could make an argument for the Commanders. I'm just biased against Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
I
feel
think
like-
that they. You know what?
I
Actually,
feel like both of those teams could beat the Steelers.
actually, I'm going to go with the Commanders above the Steelers, and I'm going to back that up
How?
because I still think that from just a production output standard, Carson Wentz has done more than anybody from your quarterback squad has
Yeah,
this
he
season.
has. He's also lost more games, but
That neutral. But I will also justify that I don't think Washington's team is not like terrible. It really is a quarterback flaw, same as y'all. And if I'm going quarterback to quarterback,
No,
I
they
take
got
the
more
experience.
flaws than just quarterback.
I mean, and defense,
no
bro.
O-line, defense.
the
yeah.
Commanders' defense is worse than ours.
What?
Yeah, it is.
Not without the.
Chase, what was his name?
I mean,
Chase Young? Yeah, Chase Young.
So, not to make this more confusing, I think where the Steelers fall depends on where the Bengals are going to fall.
That's fair.
Bengals are.
Let's go to C tier.
Do you think they go all the way to C?
Yeah, they are C.
I think
Bengals?
they're B.
Yeah.
C, B.
Not at the very end, but
Yeah, we'll get to that, but
Okay.
it's just it does so
Let's think
because
through C tier.
yeah. But
I think Vikes go up.
no, the Vikings definitely go up.
Yeah,
But
they
let's
go
just
up.
stick at D tier, just solidify it. I would say the only thing that I might recommend is either the Colts or the Raiders go to the top of D.
I can't make that argument.
Colts.
Yeah,
You got Matt Ryan. You just talked about how
Well,
important
they beat the
quarterback-
they beat the Chiefs. That does
Who
matter.
gives a shit?
No,
Everything-
time out. They are 2-2-1. They
Yeah.
aren't. They aren't.
Who?
The
Colts.
Colts.
Who else
Yeah.
did they beat?
I forgot.
No,
But-
they didn't. They tied us.
No, they're 2-2-1. Nigga, I'm looking at it. You can't tell me.
You can't tell me.
They beat the Broncos and the Chiefs.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
did.
that doesn't count.
It really shouldn't count. That's why I forgot about it.
Put them niggas in the top of D.
Yeah.
So
thank
do
you.
the Broncos go to the top of D?
No. Oh, they should
I
technically.
mean, no,
Technically,
off
they
of pride.
should.
Put them niggas at the top
No,
of
we
D.
can't do that. We
I don't
can't
give a
do
shit.
that.
No, Russ does not look good.
I know, but they're still winning.
They put them both there.
Yeah, I think
Honestly, yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair. Does anybody have any arguments with D?
I would say I would flip. I think the Lions are worse
In Chicago?
than Chicago.
I
No
think the
fucking
line-
way.
I'll back him up on that.
I'll back him up on that.
Really?
And I think the
How?
the Texans are better than the Lions.
I don't. I object to that one.
No, the
Leave them
Lions
where they
defense
are.
is piss poor. Flip it.
Yeah.
Leave. Well, our defense ain't that.
You have a
bad.
better record than them.
I know our defense ain't terrible.
Yeah,
We just can't
I
stop
think,
the run.
I think you're
but
better
like-
than the Lions.
But that's no excuse. No, because you're going to give them a big head. Put them back at last, where they right behind. No, for me. Do it for me.
All right.
You
Do
can
what?
think whatever you want. Put them right behind the Steelers, please.
What you wanted to argue the whole time?
Oh, that they're better. Oh yeah, no. Put them behind the Lions. I apologize.
No, I'm
Right
no.
above.
You've got no. This is not.
They
just
would
a pity
not
vote.
beat
no,
the
no,
fucking Lions.
I think they'll beat the Lions.
They would not
Yeah, they
beat
would.
the Lions.
Yeah,
you
they
have to
would.
put up like 30 plus points to beat the Lions. This team
Do
can't.
they play the Lions this year?
They don't.
Okay, cool. Because
the Lions have
let.
let a
But
lot
just
of people
numbers
score
wise.
a
Dude,
lot of
you
points.
almost put yourself in a position where TJ was going to bet on Jared Goff.
Oh, that would have been so great.
And that would have been
I would have
the
bet
worst
against
thing
my
ever.
team.
And no, it's
You
not
can't
betting
beat
on
that.
Jared Goff. It's betting on the Sun God.
But they would not win because, like, that team puts up points minus the last game, but they typically do. They can't.
No, and
against
you know what? I'm
the
gonna-
Texans.
We can
defense.
redo the power rankings later.
No, for me, man.
No.
Put them behind. They are not a better team than the Lions.
Yeah, they are.
All right. We'll do this democratically. Who is a better team, the Lions or the Texans? If you think it's the Lions, raise your left hand.
Put your goddamn hand down.
If you think it's the Texans, put down your right hand.
Sammy, where you at?
What? Who?
He's for me. It doesn't matter anyway.
Who's a better team, the Lions or the Texans?
Oh, I think the Texans are better.
Yeah, there you go.
Texans.
Oh no, I don't want. No, I don't want that.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
I think the Texans
Oh,
are
no,
Texans
I
are
don't
better.
believe that.
Texans are better.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
So
we'll leave it.
so that's 3-1. It doesn't. I'm sorry, Tommy. Democracy wins.
Thank you, Sally. Yes, the Lions are better than the Texans. You don't watch Texans games. You don't know the pain of a Davis Mills.
Unfortunately, I do.
He's got you there.
I watch all football. You know this.
Why? No one's telling you. No one's putting a gun in your head to watch Texans games. You're just
Moving
a glutton
on,
for punishment.
C-tier.
Go ahead.
Moving on to C tier. So the first thing I'm going to do is shoot the Jets to B. Is there any arguments with that?
Ooh,
B?
I have not
B.
watched the Jets.
Fuck no.
They just beat the Dolphins.
Put them in the C. Oh, that is C.
That's a two-less Dolphin. Oh my God, they're second
a
in their
two-
division.
They're second.
Never mind, B.
No,
It's like-
no, that's
They're-
not only a two-less Dolphins. They had Skylar Moore at quarterback.
Okay, time out.
Who I thought was good in the preseason, not good in real season.
Who did they win against?
They beat us.
Oh my God! Nah, they put. I didn't even know it was 40-17.
They
in that
beat
Dolphins
they
game?
beat the shit out of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
and that's a division game.
That Dolphins team that still has Tyreek and Waddle.
Well,
Tyreek.
who's throwing
Okay.
to him?
It
Here you go.
doesn't
They
matter.
lost. So
That does matter.
The Jets and this is a fair bout. The Jets lost to the Ravens, totally fine.
Yeah.
Won against the Browns, lost against the Bengals, won against the Steelers, won against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think they're B.
I think they're B.
I think they're mid.
Low B.
They'll
That's
be,
fine.
they'll be, but we're just trying to figure out who's in C.
Yeah.
I will
I don't
push the
agree with
Vikings
that
all
one.
the way to A.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they're definitely making the
Yeah,
playoffs
I
at this
like
rate.
I think they're going to win their division.
The last part of A, I'm okay with that.
And then see if there's anybody else.
I think everything else is about good.
Do the Saints fall to C?
yes.
yeah, they do.
And I think the Cardinals fall to C.
I don't feel like the Raiders should be there.
Where do you think they should be?
They think
Really?
they should be
Or-
at the bottom of C.
Okay.
We're still giving them. They did have a good showing against Kansas City, and
But you say you don't believe in eye test. Only the numbers.
only the number. I mean, what do you want to do? You want me to
They
put them
are
at the
one
top of
in-
D?
I've just
They need to be
my
in
eye
D.
test shows
the
them.
very top of D, or the lowest, whatever the lowest.
My eye test shows me the Raiders find ways to lose games. Like
So
they're ahead.
Very top of D.
Very top of D. I'll go with
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna argue bottom of C.
Well, you've been outvoted.
I don't know, man, because like when I look at those teams, they do find ways to lose. But when I think of pieces, I don't really
Raiders
give a
always
fuck.
find a way to
I
lose.
mean, to be honest, I really don't give a fuck. C, I mean B, D.
Oh,
They got a
that's actually a
bad
good
coach.
point. I'm glad the chat reminded me of this team. The Browns probably belong in C. Do they?
Oh
Belong?
yeah.
That is a tricky
Right
one.
now they do. Right now, this is a right now thing.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Their run game is good, and everything
That's
else
about
is
it.
pretty whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
I
have
would. I might
Kobe
put them at the
Brisket
top
as-
of C.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But
I
they
think
do-
they're the best team in C.
Yeah,
Who else is in C? Let me see.
Oh, you think they're the best team in C?
in C.
I don't think that.
Well, we are about to rearrange
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
But we're just seeing, does anybody else belong in C?
Nah, I think we're good.
I think that's.
That's
There's
accurate.
a lot of bad teams. You know what? Fuck. Let me look at their ranking. I can't wholeheartedly co-sign this. I think they probably belong in the next tier, but
You think which one?
you know who I'm going. We just beat them. Like I think the Rams need to be dragged
Get the
down.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
a good
correct.
point.
You
That
think
is
the all the way to C?
C,
I
absolutely.
could argue for C.
High C.
I'm with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like
that might be the best team in C tier.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would
agree.
give them that.
Like I could argue bottom B, top C, but they're not leaving
They
those
just-
two.
They don't have
Yeah,
an
no,
O-line
they belong
anymore.
there. Huh?
They don't have an O line anymore.
They don't.
and they can't run the ball worth a shit.
Yeah, Cam Akers is garbage.
And there's no hunger. It's just,
so-
it looks like just a mentally and physically
Worst
depleted
team in C. Saints? No, Jaguars.
Why is Saints? Well, yeah, they deserve to be there.
I'd
I
say
put Falcons, right?
No, the
You
Falcons.
insisted on putting them there.
I would say either Falcons or Patriots.
I don't believe they should be, but yeah.
I think Falcons, Patriots, bump Seahawks up.
Yeah,
No, not up there.
No, yeah.
they're still C.
They're
But
Still
still
C, just
C.
higher up on the C chain, not that far.
No,
No.
behind the Browns.
Actually,
Behind the
the Browns
Cardinals.
should be lower. I think the Browns should
I
be
think they should be too.
after Jags.
No, before Jay, right there. Yeah,
No, I mean Bengals.
yeah. Bengals. I feel like
This is
the
actually
right
Gertz.
spot.
Your call. This is your division.
The Saints
Those two.
need to be by the
I think-
Patriots.
I think the Browns are better than the Bengals.
Okay.
Saints need to be by the Patriots.
Saints need to be some. I'm gonna
Around
argue
that.
after Jags before.
Yeah,
Bengals.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
good with
because the
that.
Bengals have a better quarterback right now, but everything else is worse,
Then I have to go Seahawks, Cardinals, Rams.
including
I'm
coaching.
good with that.
Seahawks,
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Stefanski's a much better coach
Did the
than Zach
Seahawks beat the
Taylor.
Cardinals? Have they played yet? They're in the same division.
I don't think they've played
Who?
yet.
No. Seahawks and the Cardinals.
I do
No.
not think they've played yet.
I am not.
All right, so I think this is kind of easy right now.
It gets easier.
I mean, yeah, because there's so many garbage teams that
Yeah.
after this,
Jets
it's-
definitely need to be the last of that tier.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
see.
But for the time being, is C solid? I see.
Whoa! Thank you, Sally. Sally's awesome. Titans need to be in C.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Bullshit.
They're 3-2.
B.
Yeah, we'll put them in B.
Throw them in B.
Yeah.
Low B.
Yeah.
The bubble will burst, Gertz.
All right, now
These are power rankings. So right now
They've only won like what?
3 and 2.
That's fine.
sorry, I get to do this.
They're leading their division.
I get
Not
to do
hard
this.
to do.
Why can't the Texans
Very
do it?
strong.
They're terrible.
B means possibly making the playoffs. They should actually be at A at this
No,
point.
Jags will probably make
Let me make
the
this
playoffs.
easy. Hold up. I'm about to do a very strong. Get all 4 of these teams and bump them up. The first 4 get bumped, and we'll decide what happens
Oh,
after that.
fuck no.
The
Whoa.
Dolphins get bumped
No,
up.
they don't.
Not
They don't have a
anymore.
quarterback.
Ooh, you're right. No, wait, Tua.
They're on that third string quarterback
When
right
does
now.
Tua come back?
We don't
Never.
know.
Hopefully never. For his own sake, I hope never.
Yeah, I think they're right where they should be. I think
Yeah.
they might make the playoffs.
I don't think they should be that high.
So all right, let's start with some bumping up. I will say the for sure at B, the Packers need to come all the way down to B.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's do our pull down before we bump up
Okay.
and decide.
The Titans come down to B,
Yeah, all right.
and then
Chargers.
For right now, I'm just going to
No,
move
they
the
need to be
Cowboys and
moved
the
up,
Eagles
yeah.
up to A.
That's where they belong.
Yeah.
I would even want to move the Jets
No,
up to
don't
A.
touch it.
Two?
Don't you touch it.
What?
That's fluke, and you know it's fluke.
They're 4 and
it
1.
was ugly. It was an ugly 4-1. It's not as convincing as the Cowboys and the fucking
Their
Eagles.
defense is legit. The Giants.
That's all they got.
That's all. That's half of the ball.
It's
That's
half the ball,
game.
but I mean, these other two teams are doing much better in their division.
I just saw Alabama squeak out a win against UT, and then squeak out a win against Texas A&M. It doesn't. Winning is a win is a win.
That's I'm not about.
but which
quality
team is
wins.
better?
The team that won.
If they play 5 times, how
I
do you
think the
think
Niners
it would
also
go?
get bumped, to be honest.
I do too.
I think they do get bumped too.
I believe they deserve. That's
I
a
would-
playoff.
And then
team.
honestly, you know what? Fuck it. I'm with you. I think the Giants.
No, don't you sneak that in there. You put that back
I think
there.
the Giants are lowest of A.
Dude,
Lowest of A
really?
for sure. They're 4 and 1.
This tier's playoff teams. You have 3 teams in the same goddamn division.
they're running-
They're not all making the playoffs.
There's 3 wild cards now, Tommy.
Also-
no, the Giants ain't getting that shit.
Also, their running back is in the MVP conversation.
He's gonna get injured before the season's
We're,
out.
that's this. We're talking about this week right now.
He's gonna get injured next week. I don't know.
do that next power rankings. Then that's what we did with the Dolphins.
doesn't fucking matter.
Tua's out, so they're not very
I'm
good right
running
now.
eye test, man. They are not a
No,
convincing
let me tell you right now.
4-1.
Let me tell you right now. It's not like I'm vouching for the Giants. The Giants are the one team here where I'm like, I don't know how y'all are winning,
got
but y'all
division
are
bias.
winning. No, I don't.
you
You
want
think
your
we want the
division to-
Giants to win?
No,
I
but he
don't
wants
want
his,
them to
he
win.
wants
The Giants
convincing
are
win.
the Giants are really good on defense and they're really good situationally.
Not gonna last though.
A good coach will last you. Look
He's
at the
a great
Titans.
coach.
All right. Then
Oh no! and then you see them floundering.
democracy again. Are
No,
the
you don't
Giants-
have to vote. I can see. Jesus.
All right, just to go back to B, so probably put the Dolphins at the bottom because whenever Tua comes back, they do become competitive
It's not
again.
going to be this season.
I
I don't think it's going to be this season.
Then they'll fall.
then they'll fall further.
Oh, this is the now. I think
Yeah.
ahead. I apologize.
I think the Jets. I think this is almost
I think they're
stays
fine
exactly where they are.
Yeah.
I think everyone who's in B.
Well, wait, the Chargers probably. Never
Oh, yeah.
I was
going to
bring them up.
Yeah.
I was going to say they need to be in B.
No, they're better than the Titans.
maybe, but
think
not
they are.
much.
Still, I think they're better.
Oh, nope, the chart. So I'm going
Look up
to,
the AFC standings.
I am. Chargers are 3-2.
Titans are 3-2, but what's their divisional record? I know the Chargers lost to the Chiefs.
They lost to the Chiefs in the Thursday night game.
Hold on, let me see
They
who-
beat the Raiders though.
Let me do
Okay.
the Chargers real quick. So who did they win against?
so they're 1-1 in their division,
Yeah.
and the Titans they beat someone in their division. Who was it?
The Titans beat the
Chargers lost to the Chiefs. That's
was
not
it?
really a loss. That's
think it
just
was the Colts.
a win.
I think it's
They
Colts.
beat the Raiders. They lost to the Jaguars. They beat the Texans and they beat the Browns. Ooh,
Is this a weird argument to put the Jets at the top of B?
No.
No, the Packers. The Packers probably still go to the top of
no,
B.
they don't. They deserve right where they
No,
are.
I think they're perfect.
I think the Titans and Chargers are both better than the Packers. In fact, you might make a case that the Jets are better than the Packers right now.
I
Nah,
think they play each other this week.
We'll find out.
we'll find out. I agree with the Green Bay.
They legit play each other this week actually because I was conflicted.
I don't think Green Bay's better than the Titans. Actually, no, reverse that. Green Bay's better than the Titans. I don't think they're better than the Chargers. Perfect.
I don't agree.
I don't agree with that.
That's your
Okay.
opinion. It's fine. He did it already.
It is popular vote, but I do
And
think
I
that
will-
the Titans would go in a heads-up matchup with how good Derrick Henry would run. So, I mean,
Which not very well. It could go either way.
well, he's running
Why
better
are
now.
our C and D tiers so just large?
There's a lot of bad.
It's a lot of
football
bad
games.
teams, man.
Yeah.
Look at all the bad highlight games that we've had to watch
It's really
already.
bad.
This has been rough.
Please put the Broncos lower.
We ain't going by entertainment value.
No, they have shaved a collective at this point.
Been winning.
Ah, dog, they're bad. Okay, they're the only they're one of the only 2-2 teams down there, so I'll take it. But they suck.
I mean, they only beat teams in that bad tier, though.
I say if we're going by.
Yeah, no, they only
No.
beat. They actually should be at the top of D because they beat both these teams. Actually, there we go.
They beat
Yeah,
the
they beat
Chiefs.
most of these teams. Yeah. They beat the Texans.
Yeah.
But no, Baltimore needs to be dropped down one.
Oh,
At
yes.
the top of that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I agree with
They've
that.
had a tough schedule, but they
They,
These are power rankings, so we'll.
I don't know,
Right
man.
now.
I gotta be honest with you.
There's been
I gotta
some
be honest
close
with you.
calls.
I think they're bottom of A. The time they lost was against Tua. That wasn't a Lamar fault.
we ain't doing that though. Remember? We
What?
ain't doing are we doing eye tests or aren't we doing eye
No, it's a
tests?
mix.
You didn't mention that before.
It's not all. I literally started off by saying it's not all just record.
He said record.
Okay.
I said record
Yeah,
was
he
pretty.
said-
No, okay. When you look at record to record,
We have
and then I
4
look at
different
performance.
judges here. That's why we all.
This is not a good democracy, guys.
Well, I mean, you just
when the
don't like
majority of
that
people disagree with you, I guess it's not.
Not at all.
because the Ravens are the Ravens are at the top of their division. That's low A. Now they're going to playoffs.
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
I'll co-sign
Deshaun
that.
does come back, that piece of shit, at some point, depending
No,
on where
when
they are.
when Deshaun comes back, no, they get off the ranking list. We don't rank them.
Oh, sure. I like that.
Yeah.
So is B
We're good.
solid?
Solid.
I think so.
Yeah. Moving to A.
Move into A.
Playoff team.
So right off the bat, the Eagles do move on all the way to S.
Yeah. I agree.
Does anyone else in this A
No.
tier move to S?
No.
No. I would think the Giants are probably. Yeah, it's them or the 49ers, I think, are the
The
bottom.
49ers have the 49ers and the Cowboys have the best defense in the NFL. And
I'm asking for Cowboys at top of A at minimum.
Wait, who else we got there before we put the Cowboys there?
at the top of A,
I think Baltimore is better than the Cowboys.
I do not.
not at this rate.
Really?
I do
But the
not.
Cowboys literally have more wins at this point.
Did you watch the game?
They also have a better run game.
Did you see?
That's all Polly does.
Did you see the Ravens struggle to beat the Bengals, where the Cowboys beat them handedly with Cooper
Those
Rush?
are getting better.
No, they're not.
That's what that was. That was the Bengals getting better.
No, they're bad. I've been saying this all season. They're bad. They lost to the Steelers. They're terrible.
They have a better
They
record
lost to
than
the
you
third worst team in the NFL.
got. Better record than you got.
I know, and we still beat them, which is hilarious. They suck.
Early in the season.
They suck. It was early for us too. We had Mitchburg in. Shut up.
He's been to a playoff.
I would probably say the Vikings go behind the Cowboys right now.
I might put them before.
And honestly, you know what? You know what, guys? I kind of got a bat for this one. And this is coming from my team.
Yeah.
I like them. This is where record-wise goes down. Bucks got to drop.
Yeah, I really. I'm
And-
good with
Oh
that.
yeah.
If
they're
we're talking,
not, they're
like,
not
this is where
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, I
fight.
wanted
This
to
is
do
where I'll
that.
fight for it. The only reason, no, I don't even think they're top. I still put Cowboys above them.
Ooh,
I would put.
They
my-
lost to them though.
That was before we got a group.
Doesn't matter. That quarterback's coming back, and he will play. Just saying. You like this rush? You like the rush era? It's gonna be, as long as Jerry Jones is your owner, that will be a quick era.
Jerry Jones is not a fan of Dak.
Doesn't matter.
That
He's still
does
paying
matter.
him.
You said as long as Jerry
Yeah, but
Jones
he doesn't
comes,
want to waste money. He's frugal, so
Dak's contract is not that bad. The only thing is he has a no trade clause. But
Yeah.
I think Jerry's stupid enough to do it.
to do what?
To put Dak back in there.
We'll find out.
We will. Can we bet on that?
Well, he's definitely not coming
When's he
back this
coming
week.
back? Yeah.
Well, so last week they said his thumb was too fucked up and he can't grip the ball. This week they said that he's not putting enough spin in it, so he's not coming back this week
Yeah, they
against the
can
Eagles.
take their
They
time
just
with
keep
it.
prolonging it. Like he's probably ready to play.
Well, I actually think that I'd rather what's the rush? There's no rush.
No pun
Yeah.
intended. There
That's
you go.
that's been the headline. There's no rush.
That's what they're doing.
With Rush,
because
there's no Rush.
when he comes back, he's
Is there
back.
only 3 Super Bowl
Yep.
contending teams right now?
Absolutely. And I would put KC.
If
No,
At the
KC
top.
belongs up there.
They're great. I like them. And yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they won a Super Bowl. But to keep it narrow, to keep it to 2 teams in the Super Bowl, can be 3. It would be 2.
no, you can have a top. But
We had a top 5 up there last.
We were foolish.
because I'm going to be honest with y'all. The only reason I am not vying for the boys to be an S is just because I do not know what the fuck we're going to do on offense when Dak comes back. So
What you did before he got injured. That's exactly what
what I've seen, like, and this is, so here's the key difference. I can say the Broncos and Colts have a good defense. The Cowboys defense is nonsensical right
Yeah.
now. It's
Fantastic.
actually stupid. That's a difference maker.
Random question for you guys, because it affects the power rankings. Who has the better defense, the 49ers or the Cowboys?
Cowboys.
Okay,
do.
so then that does belong.
I think 49 should be higher.
I do not. Well, actually,
Well, you
Higher
hate
higher than the
fucking
Giants?
Shanahan.
actually, no. I take it back. I think they are better than the Giants.
Better than the Vikings.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I think they are. Well, we need to vote on that one.
And I think the Vikings are better than the Bucks right now.
I think I'll take that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I think San Fran's better than the Bucks. I think they're better
Oh,
than
you're gonna go all the way down there.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Maybe, actually.
Actually, yes. With the
think
way
I'm
their
with you on that.
defense
Yeah,
has been
their
going,
defense is good.
as long
Jimmy
as
G out of his mind right now.
And their receivers
Yeah.
are good. Like that.
so as long as Jimmy G doesn't,
They have a fucking plethora.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
as long as Jimmy G doesn't do anything stupid,
Yeah.
I'd put
That
him.
comes later in the season. Right now, he's good. Yeah.
now's not the time for stupid. That comes
let me-
later.
You get vintage Jimmy G
Sally,
this time
I
of the
know
season.
you're arguing for the Ravens to be at the top. They just don't have enough wins
They
yet.
don't.
We are
No.
putting them there strictly out of the eye
We love
test
them.
right
Yeah,
now.
we love them. They're hustling.
They're 3-2 right now.
Yeah.
Hard fought.
Hard losses.
Hard losses, good solid wins. It's just, yeah.
Can we pull it back up again? Because I think the Ravens are better than the Giants.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll put them there.
That's fine.
The Giants should be. I told you the last of that. If you want them in there,
Yeah.
that team will that will go badly very quickly.
That will go badly. The thing is that it has not gone bad.
We
and
have
these are
to just
power
look at-
I
rankings.
can't get out of the. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
are
first
right.
5 games.
You know, like it's Alabama is ranked number 1, Georgia's ranked number 3. One of them is going to fall off of it because they play each other in 2 weeks.
Right.
So at this point in time, you
They're
can't do it that way.
College rank style.
Exactly.
Okay.
So is this our final list?
And then at S, I mean, I
I would put the Chiefs.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
No,
I'm going
no.
Eagles. I think Eagles could win a Super Bowl against
No,
either one
no,
of those teams.
let me reason why. Because Casey lost to the Colts. Leave the Bills where they are.
Casey lost to the Colts.
Yeah, because Chris Jones called Matt Ryan a cracker or something.
Leave KC where they are. KC is always going to be KC.
Casey's always Casey.
Do we know
Well-
what Chris Jones said to Matt Ryan? I'm sorry.
No.
It must have been something like racist.
It has to be.
I'm gonna say probably.
I will say this we don't need to debate this too hard. This does get settled this weekend.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a
the
good
Chiefs.
week.
The Chiefs play. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna. Once it's
If-
ends, we need to
Yeah,
figure out
sure,
what it
yeah.
is.
Now, I'm going to be 150,000%. Boys beat the Eagles. I'm vying for S. I'm vying for S right after.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
super fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
we said last.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
That's a good.
God damn, man, this is a good week.
That's why I'm like, we got to
And
meet
the
up on
Texans
Sunday.
I think Texas have a bye week, even better.
You're like, they get a break.
They got to stay right there.
Don't have to see them. That's fantastic.
But no, I will say that I almost want to do that. We can't keep holding off on power rankings, but I do think that. So this one gets solved next week.
Yeah.
How good the Cowboys really
Gets
are
solved.
gets solved. The Vikings don't play anybody. The 49ers don't play anybody, and then the Bucks. Just we see if they can bounce back or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, these going to be some good games. Because I'm looking there, I'm like, look, now I'm going to get on my soapbox. Y'all know as a Cowboys fan, I don't get to do this. And you know, especially with me, I don't ever
You
do
didn't
this.
expect to do this season.
Fuck no! This team did not have a kicker before. We didn't have no backup quarterbacks.
You have
Who-
Cooper Rush.
We didn't have Cooper. Shh, trust the rush, baby. I'm not one of the co-signers who's like, leave Dak off into the ether.
Cut him.
No. You stop it.
Trade him.
Can't do that.
Trade clause.
It's his fault. He gets to pick where he gets to go. Then.
But this is
Say
one
you
of,
out the door.
This is one of the rare instances
Send him to Pittsburgh.
where
We'll
there's
take
a
him.
lot of where you can genuinely say, especially in the cases of KC, a quarterback is being a difference maker. Their defense is okay. It's serviceable enough to make Patty Mahomes do his thing.
Yeah.
Cowboys are the inverse of that, and I don't think that's getting showcased enough here because that defense is actually playing ridiculous.
You have Lawrence Taylor 2.0, so yeah.
I mean, the motherfuckers, they started off the last game with like a fumble recovery and a blocked kick. Who gets blocked kicks now?
Hey,
A fumble
TJ.
recovery for a touchdown.
Guess who like the Vegas thinks is going to win the Defensive Player of the Year?
Micah.
Yes.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
He came in injured and said, I still have to sack Metcalf.
Yeah,
Each
to end the
quarterback.
game.
Yeah, he said, let me close this out right quick with half a leg.
My groin hurts. I need to end
You
this.
know what?
He's like, I had a pot pie in
Showed
the
up like
oven.
Thanos and was like,
That's it.
As you all know, I am not a Cowboys fan.
Now, who is besides him?
In fact, I'd be willing to say I actively dislike the Cowboys.
Same.
They're fun to watch this year.
They're so
They
a lot of
are,
fun.
man. I hate saying it because their defense is.
Why can
electric.
y'all have like the Denver Broncos schedule with like primetime games?
you know what? That's usually the complaint levied against the Cowboys.
With you when they suck whenever they do that.
That's true.
We'll take these Shadow Realm
Fuck it,
games.
just-
Okay.
Just give them to KC every year.
Shadow Realm
Jesus
W.
Christ.
I was about to say, like, the moment the Cowboys get in the spotlight, it'll be like Kirk Cousins
shrivel.
on
Well,
Monday night.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
we're the
God.
spotlight game this weekend.
Yeah.
We're the night game.
Y'all are fine.
We'll
Cooper Rush
find out.
doesn't
We'll
feel-
talk about
doesn't
that.
have nerves.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Pick'ems, I got
Real
you.
quick.
He beat. It was Kirk Cousins. Never mind. Beat him in primetime last season.
We'll talk real quick. Just do this as fast as we can because we're running late.
Yeah.
Attaboy, I'm going to give it to Kelsey for having that ridiculous stat line of only 24 yards before touchdowns.
That was pretty great.
Good one. Yeah, that was great. It really was like, oh, again? Nice.
He's the only man that can shoot, that can be stealthy as a big rig, basically.
Yeah. Very true. TJ?
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Circle back to me.
Okay.
I have to think about that.
Keenan Allen for talking shit to Brandon Staley.
He apologized.
on
Said
the
they're
internet.
closer than ever now.
He shouldn't have, because he was 100% correct. I love that he did that. I hope he turns that locker room against that dipshit coach, because I want to see Justin Herbert have success. He's too good to be on a crappy team led by a coach who doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
So Keenan Allen.
Nice. Mine is Damian Pierce, of course, because that's the only time I've been proud of a Texans player, and I don't know how the fuck long. And
You weren't
he's
proud of Watson, like, once upon a time?
not really.
Really?
He didn't get us anywhere. We had a 4 and 12 season with Watts. Well, no, not 4. Whatever this math goes. We won 4 games that season, and he was playing at his best. So yeah, no.
I don't care. Let my bias show. Anyone from Micah, fine.
Yeah.
The Cowboys. I'm
legit.
with you. It's so. It's like
I think
it's
Lawrence
fun to
actually
watch.
played better this game.
Yeah, Lawrence played better. It's just, I mean, because that was my telltale sign. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, that was my telltale sign. Because we make the justification that the Broncos and the Colts have good defenses, but they're just not fun to watch. Plain and simple, Cowboys defense is absolutely a blast to watch.
Yeah.
And Cooper Rush is fun though.
And
He ain't
Cooper
fun
Rush-
to watch.
No, but Cooper Rush,
he gets
I-
the job done.
I think
Those
I
running
think,
backs are fun.
I
He's
think
a fun story.
yeah,
There
that's what
you
I'm saying.
go.
I think with
Yeah.
Cooper Rush, everybody's waiting for him to mess up, and he just hasn't. And so you're kind of like, what's going to happen? I really don't know. Now, is this an expose game? Yes.
Both teams, really.
But for both.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. So, yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys D. It's just been my most entertaining, and I have not been able to do that.
We're happy for you.
It'll end real soon.
I'm happy for you. I wish I knew what that felt like.
I'm just laughing at the chat. Attaboy to Dan Campbell for going for it on 4th down 6 times and not converting it once.
That takes heart. You know?
My take a lap is going to be Russell Wilson.
No,
Fuck that dude.
time out. Universal take a lap that game.
Yeah.
That was actually, it was
The NFL for scheduling that game. I like at that time.
football I've ever watched. And I said that the last time
Hey.
the Broncos played.
I go against the grain. Trevor Lawrence.
He fumbled 4 times. That's a good answer. actually.
Yeah.
And he got intercepted twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's terrible.
That's 6 turnovers.
He's terrible, Gertz.
He did not.
And he
play
played against
well.
the other terrible ass quarterback of that fucking draft. He's overrated. and he will fail in Jacksonville eventually.
I like that Tommy's backpedaling.
What do you mean?
All the time.
Oh yeah, because
No, I said I needed one more game.
no, you didn't. You say you had your one more game, and you're like, he's actually all right. You said that last week.
Yeah, last week of the upcoming
You
week.
said he was all right. Last week you said he was all right.
But I didn't say good.
He said he was okay.
He made it up to all right, then he diverted back down to shit.
My actual
Yeah.
my actual take a lap's Cam Akers.
Yeah.
Have a take a lap every week.
He's still
god
actually no,
awful.
like he came back. He was like, "Is it my time?" No, keep going.
He is
Keep
so
running.
bad,
He
man.
sucks.
He's bad.
He sucks.
That
real
just showed that team just doesn't give a fuck anymore, man.
Oh man,
They got their weird ass Super Bowl rings and they're done.
I'm tempted to just say the officials.
The calls this week were tough.
Yeah.
Boger?
Yeah, Boger in
Yeah.
particular, just because I remember his name. Even though I thought the Chris Jones one was even worse. I forget the lead official of that one, but
The officiator.
yeah, I'd say the officiating and there's the entirety of the Steelers roster. Lost 3-38.
Whoa. It's not their fault.
Yes, it is. It's literally their fault. It's a team game, and you
Well,
lost.
you have a
38
TJ
to
Watt,
3.
you know?
You lost 38-3. If you lose to the Bills, even if you like lose by multiple touchdowns,
There are teams that have lost worse to the Bills.
I don't know if that's happened this season.
41. Didn't they drop 41 on somebody?
No.
But did that other team get more than 3 points?
I can't promise that.
Yeah, Steelers, take a lap. All of you, take a fucking lap. Oh, every single one of
See, a
you.
team, man.
I know, take a lap.
How you going to talk about your team like that?
We've definitely given take a lap. You give a take a lap to the Texans all the
It shouldn't
fucking
even
time.
be an NFL team.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna do a pick'ems. That will be it for the night.